Greetings, Commanders! I am Dasha, and today I'd like to tell you about Update 0.4.1, the next big step for World of Warships. New game features and maps, better graphics and balance, as well as ranked battles. You will have the chance to experience all of this very soon. In Update 0.4.1, those players who wish to find their match, both among allies and rivals, will find what they are looking for in ranked battles. It is a season-long event available to all players not enlisted in divisions with tier 6 to 7 ships and accounts with service record level 9. Team compositions are slightly different from usual battles. Each team can have 7 players, and the maximum number of aircraft carriers and battleships is limited to 1 and 2 respectively. In addition to XP and credits, all ranked battles participants earn stars that are only awarded for winning a battle. When a player gets a certain number of stars, they move to the next rank. All ranks are divided into 3 groups. Beginners taking the first steps on their way to naval glory start in the first group. The second and third groups are different from the first. Each defeat in the second or third group results in losing a star and, eventually, even a rank. Achievements are rewarded with in-game resources, and we are planning to introduce some unique rewards in the future. In Update 0.4.1, the reach of naval battles will expand. The new straight map was inspired by the Italian coast, where the British fleet defended Malta. The second map, Solomon Islands, is a representation of part of the archipelago of the same name, which saw one of World War II's major military campaigns, the Battle of Guadalcanal. While exploring the new maps, you might have noticed that the landscape in World of Warships has become more vivid. Now there are trees on the islands, but forests and jungles will only grow on maps if players set their graphics quality to at least medium. I'd also like to mention that multiple changes were introduced to the New Dawn, Fault Line, and Hotspot maps. In Update 0.4.1, there are more ways to command your fighters. Now a player can specify an exact zone for barrage fire, and their fighters will strike, spending the majority of their ammunition and causing damage to all aircraft coming their way. This skill will enable even a few fighters to thin the enemy formation. Also, the risk of being caught under barrage fire will force players to control their squadrons more carefully. We also revised the characteristics for every fighter. Now, the damage they can inflict increases more evenly depending on their tier. The damage caused by rear gunners was also recalculated upward. With the launch of the open beta test, we could finally receive mass statistical data and continue working on the matchmaker. Now, the aircraft carriers will be symmetrically distributed to teams, both by quantity and by tiers. In addition, we introduced an algorithm that forcibly puts a player into an optimally comfortable tier of battles equal to the tier of their ship. If they have played several battles in a row against higher tiers, it will undoubtedly increase the general comfort of gaming and efficiency of power leveling for all players. Finally, we improved the distribution mechanics of destroyers and cruisers in teams. Balance corrections are undoubtedly one of the most important and sensitive subjects of any major update. I'll start with the nice aspects. We considerably increased the primary armament's precision at a range of up to almost 2 miles. Premium warships Yubari and Sims, veterans in the game, which many of our captains purchased together with the pre-order package, will receive some nice improvements. Destroyer Sims can now boast 2 versions of torpedoes. She becomes the first premium ship to have a variable module. Cruiser Yubari can now prepare an even warmer welcome for enemy squadrons, thanks to the defensive fire consumable. While we are on the subject of consumables, the action time of hydroacoustic search was increased for all cruisers. Cruiser Omaha will get an increase in firing range when equipped with the most advanced hull. Cruiser Furutaka, which taught many Japanese Navy enthusiasts to keep their cool, now shifts the helm faster and turns to the enemy with a more rapid-firing and agile primary armament, together with updated torpedoes. However, those same enthusiasts will most certainly appreciate one other improvement. The rotation speed of primary armament turrets for Wakatake, Minekaze, and Mutsuki was increased. The U.S. destroyers Samson and Wicks will also have their guns' rate of fire and rotation speeds increased, while their colleagues, starting from Tier 5, will have 2 variants of top hulls. The alternative variant will have additional AA armament at the expense of the main battery. At the same time, the engine boost consumable will be replaced by defensive fire. Apart from that, the action time of smoke screens of all U.S. destroyers will be increased. Still, we had to do some fine-tuning. Minekaze, an overpowered, elusive, and dangerous Japanese destroyer, will lose her top torpedoes. The traversing angles of her torpedo tubes will be reduced a little, while the detection distance will be increased by 984 feet. It's cool to be a ninja, but it's time to draw the line. Mutsuki's concealment was modified in the same way. Our research showed that Tiers 6 to 8 Japanese aircraft carriers demonstrate abnormally high battle performance, even when used by less experienced players. This is why we increased the aircraft servicing time for squadrons and reconsidered the structure of air groups. Now each air group has at least 1 fighter squadron. The national bonus for Japanese ships, providing a greater chance to cause fire with high explosive shells, was reduced relative to the caliber. Cruiser Mogami, the terror of Tier 8, will have to be more careful now, as the reserve durability of her primary armament turrets was decreased, while the previous Japanese cruiser Myoko will have a lower rate of fire, the same for the American battleship Wyoming. The sound changes are aimed at improving the game experience as usual. We updated the sound in general, and changed the sound of flying shells, and recorded several new music tracks. From now on, any ship touching a map edge will be correctly processed by the targeting system. You can set the usual target lead and fire at will. We added several important performance characteristics to the port, such as parameters for aviation torpedoes. The best thing is that the interface now displays changes to characteristics, depending on installed upgrades and consumables. We also updated the player statistics summary in the profile and made it much more informative. That's all for today. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Commanders. Greetings, fellow captains. My name's Dasha Perova, and today I'd like to share with you some details about Update 0.5.1, a new game mode, some new maps, interface, and ranked battles improvements, tutorials for newcomers, and updated missions. You'll be able to try all these and many other changes very soon in World of Warships. Let's start with the maps. Our geography continues to expand. This update adds 3 new maps. Available to ships of tiers 7 through 10, Land of Fire, an archipelago on an extremity of South America, is a very dangerous and difficult to navigate region. The Trap map is a group of islands in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. By its very nature, it creates intense battles for higher tier ships. And a major new feature is the first night map in the World of Warships, Northern Lights. It's the North map, loved by many players, with a new aesthetic. Of course, we tuned the lighting so that you can still see where to fire. In addition to this, we reworked the map's islands of Ice, Two Brothers, and Hotspot, based on your feedback. The Big Race map became more spacious. Battles on the Solomon Islands map were restricted to tiers 3 through 6, and the player's respawn layout on the Strait map was improved. Everybody knows that we love to experiment, consequently a new game mode, Zone, will appear in Update 0.5.1 with more dynamic and intense skirmishes and no dull protracted endings. The teams will need to capture one huge base in the center of the map, which becomes available for capture 2 minutes after the battle has started. The base gets captured very quickly. It only takes a minute, regardless of the number of capturing ships and inflicted damage. But progress is lost if at least one enemy ship enters the area. Therefore, each team's objective is to occupy the area, clear it of enemy forces, and hold position for 1 minute. We continue to introduce balance improvements in the new version. Fans of U.S. destroyers will be much happier as their torpedoes will get an increase in range. Benson and Fletcher will receive an increased rate of fire. The latter ship, together with her neighbor in the branch Mayen, got an improved hull research system. The armor thickness of Baltimore and Des Moines will be slightly increased. Japanese premium cruiser Atago, which needed to be improved, will boast an increased maneuverability and a new consumable, Repair Party. The bomb spread of the U.S. bomber planes while in anti-aircraft barrage fire will be slightly decreased. As for their Japanese counterparts, their precision for manual release will be increased. Apart from that, Japanese torpedo bombers will now inflict less damage at lower tiers. In Update 0.5.1, we continue to deal with the fans of unsporting play near the edge of the map. Now, shortly after a ship touches the edge of a map, she will be punished by a decrease in engine power up to 75%, and any willful trespasser will be an easy target. The updated system for team positioning will now try to locate players from the same division as close to each other as possible. Get into battle formation from the very beginning and show the adversary what team play is. The need to improve the domination mode, which was added to the game long ago, was confirmed by both your feedback and the server statistics. We reworked the system for distributing rewards and fines based on the points from destroying ships. In Update 0.5.1, it more precisely reflects the contribution of each ship type in a battle. We hope these changes will benefit the game and reduce the number of boring victories from points scored. In addition, the domination mode will see some economic changes. We are introducing a reward for capturing, defending, and blocking the capture of key areas. Now, taking a risk to capture a base can not only lead your team to victory, but also provides a bonus to the players. Speaking of rewards, besides the currently used signals, in Update 0.5.1, players will get a new type of exterior ship customization, commemorative flags, which are based on a sort of house flag. Unlike signals, it's a purely visual feature that doesn't enhance ship parameters, but indicates the achievements of a salty sailor, including those in ranked battles. Our work on the sound in Update 0.5.1 was focused on two areas: improving the engine and making the game's audio effects more detailed. We reduced operating memory consumption of the sound subsystem and updated the sound engine. Attentive players will probably notice that all ship engines produce updated sounds. Now they not only depend on the ship's current speed, but also on the position of the engine telegraph's handle. Several new compositions were added to the World of Warships music collection. Having analyzed your feedback on sound effects for the domination mode, we reworked them so that the sounds would convey more information. Missions have been in the game since Update 0.2.2. In Update 0.5.1, we significantly upgraded the feature. Now there is a separate menu in the port with 4 sections: Events, Challenges, Missions, and Daily Missions, where players can quickly view all topical events, along with available game bonuses and discounts. The next change is good news for captains who have a sizable fleet under their command. Now they can quickly find a particular ship or group of ships, sorted by the following criteria: tier, type, nation, premium or elite status, and ability to take part in various events or ranked battles. In addition, the carousel of ships can now be condensed. After World of Warships was released, we were even more focused on making it easier for new players to get into the game. In Update 0.5.1, all newcomers will be offered an introductory mission to learn the basics of sailing and firing. That's all for today. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Commanders. Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'd like to share with you some details about Update 0.5.2. The new version of World of Warships will include permanent camouflages, the arpeggio of blue steel Ars Nova mode, other new features such as selectable ports, selling of modules together with ships, and many more interesting things. We'll start with a small New Year's gift. Update 0.5.2 will bring the New York port, bright lights, falling snow, and a great New Year's mood. In addition, there will be a 1940s New York with famous landmarks such as the Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan skyscrapers, and a blimp in the sky. We are finally introducing the ability to sell modules together with ships. Now when you sell a ship, all of its modules will be sold as well, for half their price. However, if you want to repurchase the same ship, you will have to buy all the modules again. You are probably wondering now, what about the ships that I already sold? Don't worry, with the release of Update 0.5.2, you'll get compensation for all modules installed on those ships. Update 0.5.2 will also add two special ports. A simple port called Ocean for low-performance PCs, and a surprise for all anime lovers, the new Yokosuka port. Players who select this port will get access to missions comprising of several stages and have a chance to unlock Kongo and Myoko styled after the arpeggio of blue steel Ars Nova anime series with respective captains, voiceovers, and effects. However, we value the true history enthusiasts too, so this mod will only be visible to players using the Yokosuka port. All other players will see the normal models for ships that served as prototypes for Arpeggio of Blue Steel Ars Nova. The following news will please all players who love beautiful ships. We have introduced permanent camouflages. This type of camouflage will be purchased once and forever and will be bound to a specific ship, providing bonuses in every battle. Premium ships in the game already have camouflage like this, but it didn't provide any advantage. Now we want to remedy this injustice. Update 0.5.2 will add free permanent camouflage for all premium ships. Apart from that, you'll have the opportunity to purchase a special New Year's themed camouflage for Cleveland, Nuremberg, Gnevny, and Minakaze. In the future, we plan to add camouflage for other ships, both premium and researchable. Update 0.5.2 will introduce the Soviet Tier 8 cruiser Mikhail Kutuzov. Named after a great Russian military leader living in the 19th century. Warning, we punish dirty tricks and encourage good deeds. All players will now have karma, the difference between compliments and complaints received. It will be displayed next to the nickname in the player profile and cannot be less than 0. Players from the same division cannot evaluate each other. A system message will be displayed after the battle. If a player was complimented, a message shows the precise number of users who enjoyed playing with them, without specifying their nicknames. Complaints will be displayed only if 2 or more allies aren't happy with someone's behavior. By the way, due to numerous requests, in Update 0.5.2, torpedoes hitting teammates won't inflict full damage. Still, try not to get bad karma. While we're on the subject of improvements made from players' feedback, we added the Division chat in Update 0.5.2. However, if you don't feel like chatting, you'll have the ability to switch off the whole chat or just messages from selected players in a battle. The management for commanders also got new functionality. If you change your mind about dismissing a commander, you'll have a limited amount of time to reconsider. Game maps were changed as well. The update will bring 2 new maps for Tier 9 and 10 battles. The first one is called the Atlantic. It's an Atlantic archipelago off the coast of Portugal. In the past, it was a strategically important area that allowed movement of Allied convoys from Africa to Europe to be controlled. The second map is Shatter. It features scenic islands near the North Atlantic coast of Canada. Major convoy routes to Europe and Russia passed not far from them. New land objects, such as towns, appeared on the maps Strait, Trap, and Land of Fire. A fog effect was added over the Philippines port. Apart from that, new elements appeared on the maps Islands, Two Brothers, Fault Line, Islands of Ice, and Northern Lights. And to finish, we prepared a long-awaited achievement for you. Top Gun. It will be awarded to any player who destroys 5 or more enemy ships in a single battle. That's all for today. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Happy winter holidays. Until next time, Commanders. Greetings, Captains. My name is Dasha Perova, and today I'm going to tell you about Update 053, Team Battles, Improved Commander Skills, Updated Matchmaker, and many more features. Let's start with the feature you've been waiting for the most, Team Battles. One man does not make a team. It's no secret that victory depends on unity and cooperation. The new game mode, Team Battles, which unlocks at level 12 of the game account, will allow you to assemble a dream team and lead it to glory. Every player can participate in 3 different teams simultaneously. A team consists of 10 players, 7 in the starting lineup and 3 substitutes. If you don't have the necessary number of players, you can go to battle with mercenaries. A team can participate in battles and fight for a rating if at least 4 members are present and ready for battle. Good news! The system for commander skills has been improved in Update 053. In this update, we will add 4 powerful skills, each of which is useful in its own way. Survivability Expert. Manual Fire Control for secondary armament. Manual Fire Control for AA armament. Torpedo Acceleration. Some existing skills underwent changes to make them more interesting. With Update 053, we want to please the players who love concealed but powerful attacks. Japanese destroyers Kagero and Hatsuharu will receive a new experimental consumable, Torpedo Reload Booster. You will have to abandon Smokescreen to equip this consumable. On the other hand, this consumable will allow you to reload torpedo tubes much faster. By using it, you will save time and have the upper hand over your adversary. Now, let's talk about team balance. The matchmaker will place ships of the same nation more evenly throughout the teams. So the chance of having 4 Kiev destroyers in one team and 4 Hatsuharu destroyers in the other will greatly decrease. The sounds underwent some changes too. The sounds for shots were improved, including those for multi-channel acoustic systems. Enhanced sounds were created for ship movement and destruction. There is also new music waiting for you. In Update 053, the geography of naval battles will be expanded with a new map named Tears of the Desert. This warm and sunny location is a group of small islands near the coast of North Africa. Its landscape consists of sea, rocks, and sandy islands. We are also happy to treat you with some tweaks in ship profitability. Many ships got higher coefficients for experience and credits earned. Now you can speed up the research process and earn more credits for equipment and new ships. But this isn't all. In Update 053, we're introducing new achievements that can decorate your profile. We hope this will please both new players and experienced sea dogs. That's all for today. You'll find detailed information about the update on the World of Warships website. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel. Follow the updates. Until next time, Captains. Greetings. Greetings, fellow captains. My name is Dasha Perova. Today, I'm going to tell you about Update 0.5.4. Meet a branch of Russian and Soviet cruisers in World of Warships. We are pleased to give you the opportunity to battle using some legendary historical ships, as well as the ones that never made it off the drawing board, but are brought to life in our game. The most important and distinctive feature of this branch is artillery, powerful, accurate, and with long range. But there's also a weak spot. The ships are large, and their citadels are located higher than usual. The first new ship in the branch is Novik, a fast, protected cruiser with 8 4.7-inch guns in its top configuration. When launched, it was the world's fastest ship of its type. At Tier 3, you will find protected cruiser Bogatyr. The ship has 12 6-inch guns in its stock configuration and 16 5.1-inch guns in its top configuration. At Tier 4, the branch has a cruiser with a beautiful Russian female name, Svetlana. However, her 15 5.1-inch guns will make you think twice before coming too close. Even more so since Svetlana carries 4 triple torpedo launchers. The Tier 5 ship, Kirov, is the first cruiser designed in the Soviet Union. The ship fought in the siege of Leningrad during World War II. The lack of armor protection is compensated for with high speed and the most powerful artillery among Tier 5 cruisers, 9 7.1-inch main battery guns. At the next tier comes Project 94 Bujoni, the version that followed cruiser Kirov. Bujoni featured better armor and a higher firing rate for her 6-inch primary armament, but was actually never built. At Tier 7 comes Project 28, Shchors. Like her predecessor, this cruiser was never launched and can only be seen in our game. Derived from Project 26 Kirov, Shchors was equipped with a second aft turret and could carry as many as 12 6-inch guns, but had weaker armor than her predecessor. At Tier 8, you will see Chapayev, a light Project 68K cruiser. The ship's key strength is enhanced armor and much stronger anti-aircraft defense. In addition, Chapayev will be the first ship with a unique consumable, surveillance radar, which significantly increases the detection range irrespective of obstacles. The Tier 9 ship in the branch is Project 65, Dmitry Donskoy, another cruiser that existed only on paper. Designed as a successor to Project 68K, Dmitry Donskoy outran her predecessors in terms of primary armament, 12 7.1-inch guns, and anti-aircraft defense. Importantly, the torpedo range was finally increased to 5 miles. The jewel in the crown of Soviet cruisers is Project 66, Moskva, which was designed to challenge U.S. heavy cruiser Des Moines. They never met in real life, but in the game, you have a chance to find out who rules the sea. Moskva's power is incredible. There are 9 8.7-inch guns. The armor belt is 6.1-inch thick, and the maximum speed is 34.5 knots. The shells fired by the Soviet cruiser fly much faster, which makes it a lot more comfortable to engage the enemy and increases the penetration capability. That's all for today. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel, follow the updates, choose the right tactics, and until next time, captains. Greetings, fellow captains. My name is Dasha Perova, and today I'm going to tell you about Update 0.5.5, balance fixes, changing weather conditions, an improved game client, and many other features.
Начнем с балансных правок.
Let's start with the balance fixes. Lately, the sea has become a real torpedo soup in high-tier battles, thanks to the Japanese destroyers and their long-range torpedoes. The surveillance radar consumable added to some cruisers was the first step towards resolving this issue. With this update, we take the next step. Captains of Fubuki, Kagero, and Shimakaze now have a choice to make. Their long-range torpedoes become slower and more visible to give large ships a chance to dodge random projectiles. However, any destroyer captains who are willing to take the risk can switch to quicker and more dangerous torpedoes, but with shorter range. It's annoying to lose your guns after a couple of accidental hits when playing with a destroyer or a cruiser. In this update, we introduce changes to make turrets more durable. The survivability of primary armament turrets with a caliber up to 160 millimeters is now 50% better. For turrets with a caliber up to 130 millimeters, it's twice as good. In World of Warships, motion is life. To make playing more comfortable, we accelerated the repair speed of the engine to 60 seconds and steering gear to 40 seconds for all ships. The primary armament is the main weapon for Soviet destroyers, and in light of recent game changes, it needed to be improved. That's why, starting from Tier 5, their high-explosive shells receive 1% more to the chance of setting the target on fire. To make it easier for newcomers to master this branch, the torpedo range of Starozhevoy and Dirsky was increased to 4 kilometers. Apart from that, their detectability when firing was reduced by 1 kilometer. Iziaslav also became less detectable. Having analyzed the feedback from players, we decided to improve the comfort of playing with the Tier 4 premium battleship Ishizuchi. We increased the protection of magazines and the steering gear against high-explosive shells, while the reload time of the primary armament was reduced 25 seconds. Now, the Tier 9 battleship Izumo has top shells from the start with the stock hull. This will help players research the ship more comfortably. Attention, storm warning. All the tough captains of high-tier ships who are not afraid to face the raging elements now have the opportunity to experience a real cyclone on the North map. Rain and fog suddenly cover the battlefield, reducing the visibility of all ships and aircraft for a period of time. It's the first step towards introducing weather effects, and your feedback on this feature is very important. As for the other maps, many captains will surely encounter the new weather effects during the pre-battle countdown. Update 0.5.5 will bring 2 new maps available in 2 game modes, Standard Battle and Domination. The Mountain Range map is intended for Tier 7 and 8 ships. It features rocky exotic islands and vertical cliffs of the South China Sea. This territory has been an area of disputes and military conflicts since the 18th century. In World War II, it became the arena of epic naval battles. Trident is a map designed for ships of Tiers 3 to 6 and represents an archipelago of miniature islands in the Indian Ocean. This was a favorite playground for pirates and raiders, both during war and in peacetime. By popular demand, we add small but very welcome improvements to the port. Carousel filters now have enhanced possibilities. We also added the option to display a compact view of your ships in 3 or 4 rows. Update 0.5.5 will allow you to view additional ship specifications, such as torpedo detectability, muzzle velocity of shells, parameters of anti-torpedo defense, and aircraft rear gunners, and more. A long-awaited option, the selection of a crosshair for the binocular view. At the moment, you can select a dynamic crosshair or one of several static crosshairs. With the dynamic crosshair, the distance between the vertical marks on the horizontal crosshair line will scale when the camera zooms in and out. You can select a crosshair both in the port and in battle. In addition to the standard static crosshair, we have permanently added some popular crosshairs made by our players: Zlaw, Decis, and Miobius LW. Another long-awaited improvement was made to the file structure of the game client. The number of files on your hard drive will be significantly reduced, while the port and battles will load much faster. Attention! Because of the new file system, this update will take longer to install. But thanks to this improvement, future updates will install faster. In addition, you will have the chance to power level for 2 days after the update is released. Starting from Tier 4, all ships that win a battle will receive twice as much experience and credits. This mission can be completed many times. We understand that repackaging the game files will require some patience. To compensate for this inconvenience, we are giving all players a bonus. Log into the game before May 10th and receive 3 days of premium account for free. Just keep winning. That's all for today. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the news. Good luck in battle, captains. Greetings, fellow captains. My name is Dasha Perova, and today I'm going to tell you about Update 0.5.6. New permanent camouflages, new maps, balance and interface improvements, and many other things. We significantly improved the game interface in this update. The mini-map received new functionality that you've been patiently waiting for. Now you can change the display of the detectability circle and weapons range circle, as well as the last known position of enemy vessels. Another new feature of the interface is the ability to view the performance characteristics of your ship while in a battle, together with the status of its anti-aircraft and secondary armament. To do this, press and hold Control and hover the mouse over combat capability points of your ship. The distance from your ship to catapult-launched aircraft will begin to display in Update 0.5.6. We added a landscape hit indicator to make firing the primary armament more comfortable and to let you know for certain whether your shells will fly over an island or not. Let's talk about balance. Reinforced anti-aircraft armament is the most significant change here. We made fighting between aircraft carriers and their adversaries more fair for all tiers. A number of ships received additional or completely new anti-aircraft armament. The parameters of a number of guns were improved, and some lucky ships got new hulls with reinforced anti-aircraft defenses. Other pleasant changes in Update 0.5.6 are aimed at improving the gameplay of individual ships. For example, we increased the primary armament accuracy and secondary armament range of U.S. battleships North Carolina, Iowa, and Montana. Iowa and Montana have also received an increase in speed. Captains of German cruisers Admiral Hipper, Rhone, and Hindenburg will be happy to hear that their ships now have new, more powerful, high-explosive shells. With the release of Update 0.5.6, we're introducing 4 new maps to make the marine scenery even more diverse. The first 3 are intended for high-tier battles. Okinawa is based on a real-life location. It's worth mentioning that the map's concept was suggested by players in the World of Warships Cartographer Contest. The estuary map will surely provoke many interesting artillery duels, in which players will have to take the diverse relief of rocky islands into account. Neighbors is a fictional location somewhere between Italy and France. Starting points for both teams are located near naval bases, which makes battles on this map even more authentic. But we think about all captains, not only the experienced ones. The polar map is intended for newer players. It is dotted with icy islands and ideally suited for lots of maneuvering with ships of Tier 1 to 3. Update 0.5.6 will give captains the ability to additionally customize the appearance of York, Hiryu, Rhone, Hatsuharu, Miyoko, Shores, Dmitry Donskoy, Kiev, Ranger, New York, Cleveland, and Texas. All these ships received unique permanent camouflages, which provide economical bonuses. We continue to refine the system that deals with players who attack their teammates. Now the team killers will inflict significantly less damage, while the compensation for their victims will always cover the cost of repairs. We also introduced an even stricter system of punishment for repeat offenders. By popular demand, we significantly expanded the post-battle statistics. The Detailed Report tab was completely reworked and now contains extensive information about inflicted and received damage. The upgraded Credits and XP tab will make economical calculations transparent and clear for everybody. That's all for today. Read the full patch notes on the portal for detailed information about the update. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel and follow the news. Good luck in battle, Captains!
Greetings, fellow captains. My name is Dasha, and today I'm going to tell you about Update 0.5.7. New upgrades, more weather conditions, and an improved spectator camera are on the way. We know that our brave captains enjoyed the new weather conditions that were recently implemented in the game. In Update 0.5.7, you will have to embrace cyclones not only on the North map, but on other maps as well. Remember that weather changes not only influence visual effects, but also reduce ship detectability by other ships to 8 kilometers and by aircraft to 3 kilometers. Aircraft carriers can only see the targets that have been spotted by their own aircraft or by the ship herself. Upgrades were planned as a tool to help tune ship specifications based on the play style. However, experienced captains know that the seemingly versatile upgrade system often didn't provide any real choices. We updated it and offered more effective ways to enhance the ship. The main armaments modification upgrade makes the main guns and torpedo launchers harder to disable and increases their survivability. The auxiliary armaments modification upgrade increases the survivability of AA guns and secondary armament. The magazine modification upgrade significantly decreases the probability of a ship's magazine detonation. Owners of Yubari, Iwaki, and other premium Japanese ships with 140mm primary guns are likely to enjoy the Gunfire Control System Modification upgrade, which offers bonuses related to the traverse speed of main turrets, the firing range of secondary armament, and artillery armament accuracy. For the second slot, 4 upgrades were combined to form 2 new enticing upgrades. The Artillery Plotting Room Modification upgrade increases the firing range of the main battery guns and the accuracy of secondary armament on U.S. battleships. The Aiming Systems Modification upgrade increases the firing range and accuracy of secondary armament, the traverse speed of torpedo tubes, and accuracy of the main battery guns. In the new version of the main battery modification upgrade, the penalty for main battery loading time has been decreased. The third slot now offers more interesting variations of upgrades to the auxiliary armaments. We have increased damage bonuses for AA guns and reload time bonuses for the secondary armament. Owners of U.S. battleships will enjoy the improved accuracy of their main battery guns once they install the Artillery Plotting Room Modification upgrade. Just like with the second upgrade slot, the main battery modification upgrade now has a smaller penalty for the main battery traverse speed. The propulsion modification was the least popular among all upgrades in the 5th slot. To improve it, we made the bonus twice as effective compared to the current version. Moreover, the engine is now automatically boosted when the ship accelerates from 0 to 6 knots. We'd like to note that with the release of Update 0.5.7, all reworked upgrades will either be swapped for the improved ones or reimbursed with credits. The game interface has also been improved. The post-battle statistics screen now boasts a pop-up window with detailed information about the aircraft that a player shot down or lost, damage received, and the commander's progress. For the alternative battle interface mode, tiers of both Allied and enemy aircraft will now be displayed. Also, if a ship is armed with both primary guns and torpedoes, you'll be able to turn on the simultaneous display of their reloading indicators. The functionality of the spectator camera that players see after their ship is destroyed was also improved. Now you can track shells and torpedoes fired by Allied ships as well as their squadrons. If you press Shift, a free camera mode is activated to let you move around the battle area. Good news for the captains who enjoy playing powerful Tier 7 to 10 ships. A new map will be available to them in Update 0.5.7. Warrior's Path is an archipelago near Canadian shores surrounded by cold and hostile seas. On this map, the opposing teams will have to navigate through numerous islands in order to engage their enemy. Also, based on player feedback, we significantly reworked the Islands of Ice map to increase tactical variety. A few islands were added to the central part of the map, which felt a bit empty. We also got rid of the diagonal layout of control points. The standard battle mode has certain disadvantages for higher tiers that resulted in low dynamics and prolonged battles. To avoid this, we will disable this mode for all Tier 9 to 10 battles. That's all for today. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel and follow the news. See you soon, Captains.
Greetings, fellow captains. My name is Dasha, and today I'm going to tell you about Update 0.5.8. Prepare to meet a new game mode called Bastion. See new maps, even fairer matchmaking, interface and sound improvements, and many other things. Let's start with the most anticipated change. By popular demand, we improved the matchmaking algorithms in the random battle game mode to make teams even more balanced. In Update 0.5.8, the balance of top ships, the ships with the highest tiers in a battle, will always be strictly symmetrical. For example, if your team has Tier 8 ships in a battle, including 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, and 1 destroyer, the opposing team will have exactly the same lineup. The same rule applies for battleships 1 tier lower. As for the number of ships of different types, now the team lineups can differ only by 1 battleship, 1 destroyer, and 2 cruisers. The number of divisions and teams can also differ by 1. We would like to express our gratitude to players who shared their ideas about matchmaking. We will continue to follow your feedback to make battle conditions as fair and as pleasant as possible for everyone. Meet the new battle mode, Bastion, which will be available in Update 0.5.8 on the Atlantic map. Its main features are forts and surveillance stations that you will need to capture in order to receive fire support. Enemy fortifications can be suppressed and temporarily disabled. Capturing and suppressing fortifications earns domination points that are necessary to win, so stay sharp. The Update 0.5.8 will bring 2 new maps for ships of high tiers. Loop. This map features a territory located somewhere on the crossroads of sea routes in the Atlantic Ocean. You are sure to appreciate the diversity of game situations on the flanks, and you'll be able to admire a small island with a castle while passing through the Central Strait. The Sea of Fortune map is located in a fictitious region between France and Great Britain. You will have to find optimal paths to launch an unexpected and efficient attack on the adversary. We'll continue to work on the quality of armor models. In Update 0.5.8, we improved them for all of the cruisers. A more precise modeling of armor, slopes, and contours will sometimes influence the behavior of armor-piercing shells. For another nice balance improvement, some primary armament turrets and mounts can now rotate a full 360 degrees. This change concerns almost 20 ships. It will increase game comfort and allow their captains to switch fire from one side to another quicker. The main change to the interface in Update 0.5.8 is an alternative mode for displaying ribbons. Once activated, it will show the number of penetrations, over-penetrations, ricochets, and non-penetrations for the primary armament. Together with the damage indicator that we added at your request, this change will allow you to better understand your battle performance. Thanks to a new color scheme for tracers, the difference between high explosive and armor-penetrating shells will be more obvious. The game will also sound better in Update 0.5.8. We improved the sound of shells hitting ships and the landscape, updated some effects, and added new music tracks. Last but not least, you will be able to turn on a national voiceover for your commanders in the settings menu.
Battle starts. Gegnerischer Kreuzer zerstört.
That's all for now. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains. Greetings, fellow captains. My name is Dasha Perova, and I'm going to tell you all about Update 0.5.9. It will bring changes to the interface, detectability system, and some ships, voice chat, and other improvements. After your numerous requests, we added the long-awaited voice chat for divisions in Update 0.5.9. Enable it in the sound settings and always stay in touch. The detectability system was also improved. It was one of the most difficult game mechanics to master, but with this update, we're making it easier. The popular situation awareness skill, which warns you about being detected, doesn't need to be learned anymore. It will become part of the interface by default. Commanders who have already learned it will receive compensation. We also improved the smokescreen mechanics and the rendering of aircraft, shells, and torpedoes to make the game more comfortable and clear. We continue to improve the game and port interfaces according to your feedback. Using smoke screens will now be easier and more understandable. You'll be able to plan your actions better by turning on the display of the smoke screen area contours. By the way, you'll be able to see contours for both allied and enemy smoke. This feature is based on a popular modification called Hedgehog in the Fog. The minimap also received nice improvements. Now all its settings are stored individually for each ship, and players will have the ability to set the transparency of circles and the display of numbers. Your expenses will be easier to control. Now you can switch off auto purchase for consumables and camouflages, leaving auto resupply on. Let's talk about ships. Owners of premium ships will see pleasant changes in Update 0.5.9. Cruiser Atlanta will receive surveillance radar, thus becoming an even more dangerous adversary for destroyers. We also increased the draft of battleship Warspite and improved some armor elements of battleship Tirpitz. Just as in previous updates, we continue to work on armor models. This time, all U.S. battleships received greater detail for armor slopes and contours. Apart from that, teams will have more balanced nation lineups in Update 0.5.9. For example, if there are 2 Farragut's and 2 Mutsukis in the queue, each team will receive 1 US and 1 Japanese destroyer. Starting with Update 0.5.9, newcomers will be able to master the intricacy of seamanship faster. An updated service record will feature an improved design, tutorial videos, and timely awards for advancing to new levels. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more news. Until next time, Captains. Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'm going to tell you about Update 0.5.10. It will bring interface improvements, many small but pleasant changes, and the long-awaited German battleships. We start with the game interface, which became better thanks to your feedback. We added useful info to the post-battle screen. The number of spotted enemies, damage upon spotting, participation in fighting for bases and other statistics that won't influence the game economy for now, but will help you evaluate your efficiency. Finally, notifications of destroyed ships now contain not only player nicknames, but also ship types and names, as well as the way they were sunk. The next innovation will have a positive impact on team balance. Now, ships in a division can differ by no more than one level. After your numerous requests, we switched off friendly fire for secondary armaments with Update 0.5.10. We have more good news. In this update, the captains of Chapayev, North Carolina, Benson, and Bismarck can purchase permanent camouflages for them. Not only ships, but also the ocean scenery will look better in this update. We improved the appearance of two maps, Fault Line and Two Brothers. Update 0.5.10 also features a mode that supports individual vision requirements and allows you to select the type and intensity of effects. Attention! Action stations! German battleships storm the seas with Update 0.5.10. These 8 formidable vessels are more than ready for close-quarters combat with their strong armor, high rate of fire, agile primary armament turrets, and an impressive set of secondary armaments. Let's review the most prominent representatives of the branch. After you master the first ships of the branch, Nassau, Kaiser, and König, you meet the Bayern at Tier 6. 8 380mm guns may not seem like much, but the German has some impressive protection. Her armor belt is stronger than that of New Mexico. Let's go to Tier 7 and meet the beautiful Gneisenau. High speed of 32 knots, torpedo launchers, powerful AA armament, and excellent armor. This battlecruiser won't leave you feeling bored. Now it's time to slow down a bit and increase the firepower. Tier 8, Bismarck. A legendary ship with good armor and 8 main guns and 4 turrets. She's similar to her sister ship, Tirpitz. However, she doesn't have torpedo tubes, which is compensated for with reinforced AA and secondary armaments. Another feature is the hydroacoustic search consumable, which will help Bismarck and the following battleships in the branch to identify threats in time when getting close to the enemy. The menacing battleship Friedrich der Große will be the last step before the precious Tier 10, Großer Kurfürst. She rightly crowns the branch and stands equal alongside such giants as Yamato and Montana. The armor belt and slopes safely cover the citadel, which will be very difficult to hit at close range. The 12 guns of the primary armament have a high muzzle speed, and you will have a choice between gun calibers of 406 and 420mm. Command her or engage her in battle. It'll be intense either way. That's all for now. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel, follow the updates, and have fun mastering the German battleships. Until next time, captains. Greetings, fellow captains. Today we're going to take a look at the upcoming Update 0.5.11. You can look forward to checking out vessel armor in the port, a new mode, as well as other improvements. Let's start with armor. Update 0.5.11 will give you the opportunity to learn a lot more about it. By enabling the View mode in the port, you'll be able to study in detail the armor of all crucial ship parts, such as the superstructure, plating, casemates, auxiliary rooms, and primary armament turrets. You can easily switch these groups on and off, and the color gradation will make the difference in the armor thickness plain to see. Now, let's move on to some spec changes. The ammunition loadout of U.S. fighter planes will increase in Update 0.5.11. It'll allow U.S. aircraft carriers to more efficiently provide their allies with cover. The surveillance radar consumable will reload faster in Update 0.5.11, which will help cruisers fight destroyers more effectively. These changes are aimed at helping teams play better together and can now be tested in a new game mode, Epicenter. Epicenter will replace the Zone game mode. Think of it as a logical development. In the Epicenter mode, you will have to fight for 3 control points, which are nested inside each other. Make your way to the center, and you'll be able to simultaneously control all 3 points. The mode is available for maps like Big Race, Trident, and Tears of the Desert. A new map called Archipelago will be added in Update 0.5.11. It's located in the northern part of the Pacific Ocean. This peaceful and picturesque locale has a size of 30 by 30 kilometers. However, its serenity will be disturbed by warships of tiers 3 through 5, fighting in domination and standard battle modes. We also worked on 2 existing maps, Land of Fire and Shatter. Different ship types should find battling a little easier while still keeping everything that is great about the original maps. We continued working on the appearance of warships in this update. Taiho, Ibuki, Kagero, Essex, Baltimore, Udaloy, and Friedrich der Große now have permanent camouflage. And we have good news for music lovers. Now you can listen to your favorite music right in the game. Copy it to the dedicated folder in the World of Warships directory, enable the corresponding option in the sound settings, and enjoy the tracks you selected both in battle and in port. Our weather forecast is always accurate. Thanks to new notifications and the Cyclone Countdown Timer, you'll be able to prepare in advance for rough seas and better plan your actions. In Update 0.5.11, we added a tutorial video to the Modules tab for newcomers, as well as tips on upgrades, commanders, signals, camouflages, and flags, together with the Refer a Friend button. Also, we finally moved the aircraft model on tier pits to the right place. I'm delighted to remind you of the upcoming 1-year anniversary of the release of World of Warships. We want to celebrate it together with you and have prepared some surprises and gifts. So subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more news. Don't miss the in-game anniversary event either. That's all for now. I'm Dasha Perova. Until next time, Captains.
Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'm going to talk about Update 0512. This update will bring economic improvements, important balance fixes, a new map, and the long-awaited ranked battles season. Do you like to play for victory? To lead a flank attack on a battleship? To conduct combat reconnaissance as a destroyer? Or to rescue your allies by intercepting enemy aircraft at the last moment? In Update 0512, you'll not only get the gratitude of your teammates, but also a fair reward. Now, the game economics take into account the potential damage, enemy spotting, and damage on spotting. We also balance the income of aircraft carriers for destroying ships and planes. With these changes, your reward will more heavily depend more on your contribution to team play. And for those who entered battle but didn't even touch the controls, the rewards will be reduced to 0. In Update 0512, we offer you an upgrade for the 6th slot, Steering Gears Modification 3. Try it if you want to increase your maneuverability. Take note, its effect combines with the Steering Gears Modification 2 upgrade in the 5th slot. Some changes were also made to Destroyer Khabarovsk. Her rate of fire and firing range were decreased. The ship won't lose her character, but the destroyer's balance will become fairer. The sound in Update 0512 is more fleshed out now. Apart from fresh music tracks and small improvements, we added French, Polish, British, and Portuguese voiceovers. The ability to adjust the water transparency on the minimap is a nice addition to the interface. A new map for high-tier battles, Shards will bring the cold and majestic beauty of the North Sea to the game. Scattered fishing settlements and navy bases will adorn the solemn scenery. Battles on this map will be something to remember thanks to the unusual positions of the control points and several directions for daring attacks. I'm happy to announce that the 5th season of Ranked Battles will start soon after the release of Update 0512. We thoroughly analyzed the results of the previous season and implemented some changes to make battles for the longed-for first rank even more fascinating. The best improvement here is the new matchmaker, the game component that assembles teams. Now teams will be identical by ship tiers and types. In addition, the 4th league is for Tier 6 ships only, while in the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st leagues, only Tier 8 ships will be used. Also take note of the updated map list that we drew up, according to your feedback from the previous season. Get ready, soon you'll be able to show your skill and earn awards in a tense but fair struggle. That's all for now. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.
Greetings, fellow captains. I have lots of good news for you. The ability to receive rewards every day, the long-awaited port optimization, and finally, the British cruiser branch. All this and more in our review of Update 0.5.13. In this update, daily missions will be replaced with reward containers. The experience accumulated during the day will allow you to obtain up to 3 containers. They contain various useful items. I'm sure that additional credits, signals, consumables, camouflage, and even port slots will come in handy. Don't worry, you'll still keep all your hard-earned XP, so this new feature won't slow down your research progress. And when the update is released, you'll receive 5 bonus containers as a gift, if you reach the 4th level of the service record. By the way, each time you choose a container, you have a chance of receiving a super container with valuable prizes like doubloons or a premium ship. I'm happy to announce that we optimized the port interface. You'll surely notice that researching, buying, and selling ships, making actions with commanders, and mounting consumables is much smoother in Update 0.5.13. In addition, you can now view the profiles of other players from the port, provided they haven't hidden their statistics on the website. We also changed a number of islands on the trap map to balance it out for the opposing teams. Ladies and gentlemen, the Navy's here. Allow me to introduce the British Cruiser Branch. Excellent ships have a true British spirit. Artillery with a high rate of fire using unique armor-piercing shells will put a stop to enemy destroyers' rowdiness quickly and with style. Powerful torpedo armament with 2x2 launch will allow you to put up a decent fight against battleships and heavy cruisers. If fortune turns its back on you and the enemy has you at a disadvantage, you can always retreat with grace and hide in smoke, or use the improved repair party to stay in the action. Be careful though, the subjects of Her Royal Highness don't like close quarters combat and enemy air raids. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains. Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'm going to tell you about the most important changes in Update 0.5.15. Discover new Japanese ships, campaigns, dynamic divisions, and more in our review. Everybody knows that Japanese destroyers are ideally suited for concealed torpedo attacks. But what if we add a dash of battle rage to their usual cautious and meditative tactics? In Update 0.5.15, this popular branch will deviate between a main and alternative one. The main branch includes the following ships: Mutsuki, Fubuki, Akatsuki, Kigoro, Yugumo, and Shimakaze. The alternative one has such destroyers as Minakaze, Hatsuharu, Shiratsuyu, and Akizuki. When playing these ships, utilize features like increased artillery power and the torpedo reload booster consumable, but remember about a smaller number of launchers on board. Don't worry, all swapping and replacements are taken into account. Your progress will be saved, and in some cases, you will receive additional ships with port slots and commanders as a bonus. Read more in the version release notes. Team play. We hear those words a lot. However, we don't always see that kind of cooperation and support in random battles. Update 0.5.15 will make it easier to work together with your teammates thanks to dynamic divisions. Now you can create a division right there in battle and invite players to join at once. All the advantages of a division are at your disposal, including voice chat. If you don't want to take command, ask to join an existing division. In any case, it's easier and more fun to win together, and the division will remain after the battle. We know that you've grown to love the containers we added to the game. In Update 0.5.15, the reward algorithm was improved. If fortune smiles on you and you get a super container with a premium ship, your collection will be taken into account. If you already have the ship from the container, it will be randomly replaced by another one. If you have all the ships available in containers, you'll receive bonus doubloons. In Update 0.5.15, we made multiple fixes to the behavior of destroyed ships, the exterior of the St. Petersburg port, and 11 game maps. Owners of Pensacola and new Japanese destroyers, Akatsuki, Shirasuyu, Akizuki, and Yugumo will have the opportunity to treat themselves to permanent camouflages. Prepare for large-scale combat action. We've introduced campaigns that will be available for those at Service Record Level 8. They consist of consecutive missions, each containing different tasks. Select those that suit you and set out to complete them all. When successful, you'll receive great bonuses and special pins that you'll need to unlock the final mission task. You can work simultaneously on 2 tasks, but if you have a premium account, you can add a third. We prepared 2 starting campaigns to be released with Update 0.5.15. Science of Victory will help newcomers learn the intricate aspects of the game. The reward is 7 days of premium account time. Think that's too easy? Then take on the Honorable Service campaign. The tasks here will truly test your skills. And, aside from the sweet thrill of victory, you'll get the Japanese premium destroyer Shinonome with a trained commander on board. That's all for now. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains. Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'm going to tell you about the new branch of German destroyers, improvements in the Bastion mode, and other new features in Update 0.5.16. The life of a destroyer is full of adventures. Fighting for key areas, delivering torpedo attacks, making use of your concealment and smoke. All this is very familiar to those who have chosen this highly dynamic ship type. German destroyers are awaiting our courageous captains in Update 0.5.16. The 9 new destroyers sure are versatile. They all feature top-notch torpedo armament whose specifications improve with each tier. High AP shell damage, and as a fly in the ointment, a wide hull. And yes, they're really beautiful, but it's not the appearance that will impress your enemies. So, let's proceed to the details. The low-tiered ships, V-25, G-101 and B-170 can be highlighted for the peculiar arrangement of their torpedo tubes. Besides conventional twin launchers that fire from the ship's side, you'll find a pair of single tubes on the bow. They can launch torpedoes almost directly forward along the course of the ship. I bet this will be a surprise for the enemy in a close-quarters engagement. However, beginning with Tier 5, where we have a good average T-22 destroyer, the layout will be more conventional. But you won't have time to get bored, as the following ships, Ernstgede, Liberec Mas, Z23, Z46, and the top-tiered Z52 can boast the hydroacoustic search consumable. Use your wits, and you'll convert enemy smoke from reliable cover into a harmful trap. And if this alone weren't enough, the Tier 6 and 8 ships received alternative main battery guns. Have you ever thought about what would happen if a destroyer carried 150mm guns? Now you have a chance to try it. And the Tier 9 and 10 ships were fitted with dual-purpose guns, so now they're capable of shooting down enemy planes, something unusual for destroyers. Let's talk about other changes too. In Update 0.5.16, we've enhanced the voice messages. Now the radio communications effect can be set in accordance with your preferences. In addition, we've added some new music tracks. All's well that ends well. Our partnership with Arpeggio of Blue Steel has come to an end. As promised, all ships and commanders earned by our players will remain on your accounts. However, the Yokosuka port was removed from the game, and the contents display is now switched on in carousel filters. I'm happy to announce to the owners of Atago, Mikhail Kutuzov, Tirpitz, Prince Eugen, and Lo Yang that their ships will look better in Update 0.5.16. Thin elements like rigging and wiring are now displayed with much better quality. Some improvements were also applied to the Bastion mode. Forts and surveillance stations now have an armor model and can be set on fire. The appearance of objects was also improved. Besides the Atlantic, the Bastion mode is now available on the North and Hotspot maps. Captains, I wish you happy winter holidays. Thank you for staying with us this year, and we have a surprise for you, so follow the news closely. I'm Dasha Perova. Until next time. Greetings, fellow captains. We're starting the new year with a new number. Today I'm going to tell you about Update 060. It will bring new commander skills, Elite Commander XP, changes in the new look of the ships, and other new features. Get ready for more. This update will bring extensive improvements for commander skills. Now they are arranged over 4 levels and divided into the following groups: endurance, attack, support, and versatility. Choose from a total of 32 skills, the 25 that you already know, 16 of which were modified, and 7 completely new perks. Endurance unites the skills that enhance ship survivability. There's one new perk in this group. Priority Target informs you about the number of enemy ships that are aiming at you with their primary armament. Attack is a group of skills for those who prefer an aggressive playstyle. It boasts 2 new perks. Inertia Fuse for HE shells increases their penetration capacity by decreasing the probability of setting fire to the enemy ship. An emergency takeoff allows you to launch squadrons when your carrier is on fire, but the preparation time will double. The support group comprises 6 old and 2 new skills, focused on the operation of consumables and auxiliary armaments. Direction Center for Catapult Aircraft allows you to fly 2 fighters or spotting aircraft at a time. And Smokescreen Expert will increase the area of your smokescreen. To implement a cunning tactical plan, you'll also need some versatility. In this group, you'll find as many as 3 new perks. Evasive Maneuver will help you return your bombers and torpedo bombers to the carrier. With Adrenaline Rush, the reload time of your armaments reduces as your HP diminishes. And Radiolocation shows the approximate direction to the nearest enemy ship. But remember, the enemy will be informed about this. When the update is released, all skill points will be reset, so you can explore the new features freely. Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'll tell you about Update 0.6.1. Very soon you'll be able to install entirely new upgrades, compete in the 6th season of ranked battles, sell excess items from your inventory, and evaluate other new features. Do you need to get rid of spare upgrades or signals? Have you accumulated a lot of excess modules? Open the new Inventory tab from the Account menu and solve these problems in a few mouse clicks. In Update 0.6.1, you can sell ship modules, updates, consumables, signals, and camouflages. Get ready, captains. The 6th season of ranked battles begins. Only Tier 7 ships are allowed to participate. Choose from one of the proven fighters or make a ranked battles debut on one of the recently added ships and join the race for the Jolly Roger. As for the champions who earn 5 such flags, they will receive a special prize, Premium Tier 9 Destroyer Black. We've also added a dash of tactical and geographical diversity to this season. For the first time in ranked battles, we've enabled the Epicenter mode on the Warrior's path map. Update 0.6.1 will provide you with another way to set up your favorite ship. You can now obtain unique upgrades for reaching the 9th and consecutive ranks, or find them in super containers. They can be installed instead of normal upgrades. Each of these upgrades will increase the action time of the corresponding consumables. For example, the Surveillance Radar upgrade will increase the action time of the Surveillance Radar consumable. But this is only the beginning. The following updates will bring more surprises, so stay tuned for more news. The sound in Update 0.6.1 will become more sensitive to the changes in battle situation. If there's no danger, a calm melody will soothe your ear. However, the mood will change as soon as an enemy appears on the horizon. The tension will continue to build until it reaches its peak when fighting starts. We've also added the ability to modify the sound of shots. Find the detailed instructions for this in the release notes. Beauty is an awesome power. To witness it, play on improved maps, northern lights, and islands, or sail one of the 11 ships with upgraded appearances. Apropos ships, owners of U.S. cruisers from Tier 7 to Tier 10 will be happy to hear about balance fixes, which improve their effectiveness. The same goes for the German destroyer T-22, Tier 9 Japanese cruiser Ibuki, and U.S. cruisers Marblehead and Erie. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel, follow the news, and visit our website for more details about the update. Until next time, Captains. Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'm going to tell you about changes to the Soviet destroyer branch, interface improvements, new maps, and other interesting features released in Update 0.6.2. Fans of Soviet destroyers, get ready to expand your collection. In Update 0.6.2, we have added an alternative branch. It begins with Ognivoy at Tier 8, then comes Udaloy, and at Tier 10, you'll find a new ship named Grazovoy. There's a reason why these ships are here. They can fight like classic destroyers, and they're good at it. Outstanding artillery, decent torpedoes, and the ability to install the defensive fire consumable will enable you to carry out a wide range of missions. As for the main branch, it is changed beginning with Tier 5, where Podvoisky makes her debut. She is followed by Gnievny, Minsk, Kiev, Tashkent, and Khabarovsk. They have a very active playstyle, constantly maneuvering and raining shells upon everything within their range of fire. This is especially true for Tashkent and Khabarovsk, as in the update, you can equip these ships with Repair Party. And don't worry about the reshuffling of the branch. You won't have to purchase your favorite ships once again. And of course, I'd like to tell you more about our newcomers. Designed in 1929, Podvoisky is the ancestor of destroyer leaders and the fastest Tier 5 destroyer. Her turrets are conveniently arranged and can make a 360-degree turn, which allows you to make maximum use of the ship's high damage per salvo. Another high-speed ship, Minsk, is a full-fledged destroyer leader. She prefers to solve her problems by relying on high damage per minute. But be aware of aerial attacks. The destroyer is pretty bulky and has weak air defense. And if you want a ship that's not afraid of enemy aviation, go for Grazovoy, the Tier 10 destroyer in the alternative branch. Her dual-purpose guns, coupled with the defensive fire consumable, make Grazovoy one of the most difficult targets to hit. Decent torpedoes and powerful Soviet guns are in place, too. But, truth be told, she has 3 main battery turrets, one fewer than Khabarovsk. Like to have everything under control? Now there's one more tool for this. Following player requests, we have added ship names to the mini-map. They are displayed in the alternative interface mode. Two new maps were added in the update. Haven will take you to the treacherous waters near the coast of Ireland. Here, high-tier battles will be fought among desolate islands. The recipe for success is teamwork and the utmost concentration. For medium tiers, we prepare to place a little closer to the sun. On the ring map, you will fight for picturesque tropical islands. The center is the most dangerous place on this map, but the team that captures it gets a strong tactical advantage. And some good news for those who listen to their favorite music in the game. Now you can switch between songs by clicking Ctrl+F and Ctrl+D. In addition, in Update 0.6.2, we improved the look of 5 premium ships, as well as removed initial hulls for Fuso, New Mexico, and Colorado to make researching them a little easier. That's all for now. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Meanwhile, I'll be trying out the new destroyers. Until next time, Captains. Greetings, fellow captains. Today we'll talk about Update 0.6.3, which will bring improved carrier control, a smokescreen timer, and balance fixes. The time has come to update concealment mechanics. In Update 0.6.3, a ship's detectability range after a shot will extend to her maximum range of fire. This means that in open water, you won't find yourself under a hail of shells flying out of nowhere. Of course, this won't affect ships firing from smoke, and good concealment will still give you a tactical advantage. We have also taken care of certain ships. More than 40 of them were lucky enough to undergo various improvements in Update 0.6.3. The changes were made mainly to raise the convenience of playing low and medium tier ships. However, combat characteristics were also improved for such formidable ships such as Z-52, Yugomo Shimakaze, and Grosavoy. As always, you can find more information about them on our portal. But that's not all the good news. Following your request, we've added a smokescreen timer to the game. Now you'll always know how long a smokescreen will last and can start speeding up your ship in advance. In addition to the timer, there will be an indicator showing the speed at which your ship will remain invisible while deploying smoke on the move. This will help many gentlemen avoid some embarrassing situations. Get your aircraft ready for takeoff. Update 0.6.3 brings an alternative carrier control mode based on 2 mouse buttons. Select squadrons with the left button and send them on combat missions with the right one. Go to the game settings to switch to the new mode. In addition, we fixed some drawbacks in the interface and improved the behavior of aircraft. And finally, to make the gameplay on low tiers fairer and defend the interests of newcomers, manual attacks were made unavailable for Tier 4 and Tier 5 carriers. On the other hand, automatic attacks made by their torpedo bombers became more effective. All the details can be found in the full list of changes. And trust me, you'll see plenty of interesting things there. That's all for today. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates, Captains. Oh, by the way, an interesting surprise will be waiting for you in the port with the release of Update 0.6.3. And remember, Captains, fortune favors the bold. Bonjour, Captains. Today I'm going to tell you about the new branch of French cruisers, a new port, interface improvements, and other changes in Update 0.6.4. I'm pleased to present the French cruiser branch. 10 brave musketeers will willingly listen to the jokes about crispy baguettes and even respond. And trust me, you won't find it funny. The range and training angles of their torpedo launchers make these ships a formidable enemy at any distance. The national trait of our newcomers is the improved version of the engine boost consumable. Unusual for cruisers, this consumable will help you rapidly change flank or launch a decisive attack. Another ace up the sleeve of today's heroes is their torpedo protection. Few cruisers can boast this feature in the game. The road to the top of the French branch starts with Bougainville. She is the largest and a well-armed representative of the Aviso type, the French analog for sloops and gunboats. At Tier 2, you'll meet the last French protected cruiser, Jorienne de la Gravière. Her distinctive feature among same-tier cruisers is a set of powerful 165mm guns. The key characteristics of the Tier 3 and 4 cruisers, Frian and Duguay-Trouin, are high cruising speeds, thin armor, powerful torpedo armaments, and artillery guns placed in turrets. At Tier 5, you'll find Emile Bertin. Her armor is also paper-thin, but the ship features more powerful artillery, and her speed characteristics are among the best in the game. The next ship in the branch, La Galissonière, inherited good artillery and received the best armor among all light cruisers. The first French heavy cruiser can be found at Tier 7. Decent armor and top-notch torpedo protection made Algerie one of the best representatives of her class in Europe. The key feature that distinguishes Tier 8 cruiser Charles Martel from her predecessor are the triple turrets, which significantly strengthen her artillery. St. Louis largely resembles the previous project, but as this ship wasn't limited by international treaties, she received a larger displacement and reinforced air defense. Henri IV represents France at Tier 10. This heavy cruiser leads in 2 categories at once. An explosive mixture of 240mm guns and a 35-knot top speed, 40 knots with engine boost, makes her a dangerous adversary. Now let's return to the shore. Welcome to a new premium port, Naval Base. We hope you'll like this dry dock with dynamic lighting, an abundance of details, and different points where your ship can appear. It will give you the opportunity to view your collection from every angle. Naval Base will replace the current premium port. But don't worry, Hawaii won't be removed from the game. Are you looking for a clan or recruiting players? In Update 0.6.4, we've added a context menu to the Clans tab. This menu can be opened by right-clicking on a player's nickname or clan name. This will help you find a clan or review a candidate's application faster and easier. In Update 0.6.4, we've improved the exterior of all Tier 10 ships and did some work on maps as well. Hotspot and neighbors now look much more interesting. And another small tweak? After your numerous requests, we've increased the space available for player nicknames in the post-battle statistics, and the screen opened by pressing Tab. That's all for now. Subscribe to our channel, leave your comments, and follow the news. Meanwhile, I'm going to study the ways to hunt big game in severe Arctic conditions. I'm Dasha Perova. Until next time, Captains.
Greetings, fellow captains. Update 0.6.5 will feature the first historical campaign, collections, interface improvements, and more. Watch this review to find out what we've prepared for you in the next update. We invite you to take part in the first historical campaign called The Hunt for Bismarck. This campaign is devoted to the well-known operation against the German raider and to the largest sea battle in the North Atlantic during World War II. Back then, the Allies involved several battleships, a group of cruisers, a pack of destroyers, and an aircraft carrier. It's hard to tell whether this set of ships is enough to hunt down Bismarck. But anyway, if you set your mind to performing this naval operation, you have to succeed. You'll need to complete 7 missions, which include 8 tasks each and reflect all stages of the well-known sea battle. You'll also find special containers that will only be available during the campaign in Update 0.6.5. Select tasks that suit you and set out to complete them all. Completing the campaign will both give you satisfaction and allow you to get a battleship. If you already have Bismarck in your port, you'll be given a pleasant bonus in credits instead. Additionally, the most courageous captains who complete the new collection will receive unique camouflage for the British hood, which will present the ship in a different way. In campaign containers, you'll find new signal flags with additional bonuses, new colorful camouflage, and collection items. Speaking of collections, this is another new feature in Update 0.6.5. Complete the album and get a deserved reward. Become a collector. After you get your first item, you can enjoy your collections in the Profile tab. The first album will be here soon. The hunt for Bismarck is not just a new campaign. It's also an opportunity for you to collect unique items. Find all 24 emblems of the participants of the operation against the German raider and get special camouflage, which will turn your Bismarck into a seasoned sea wolf. The chances of getting different elements are the same, so if you have duplicates, you can trade them in to complete your collection. Now, let's take a look at the changes in the interface. From now on, browsing the campaign section will take significantly fewer clicks. The campaigns window has been provided with a mission carousel that allows players to easily look through tasks and missions. To quit a campaign window and get to the port, simply press the escape key. By clicking the Collect Your Reward button, you'll see the reward that will be added to your account. For your convenience, the signals have been divided into 3 groups: economic, combat, and special. Finally, the port has been provided with a menu that will help players configure the display of additional content. For example, show arpeggio ships as historical prototypes or hide them completely. Read more about the improved interface on our portal. In Update 0.6.5, the controls for changing ship appearances have become even more comfortable. Following your requests, camouflages can now be removed from the ship without any loss, like signal flags. Good news for Tier 9 ship owners. The appearance of ships has been improved, and their small elements now look more accurate. We hope you'll appreciate it. That's all for now. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more news. Meanwhile, I'll keep an eye on your preparation for grand sea battles. Until next time, captains. Greetings, fellow captains. Today, I will tell you about a new battle mode, sound improvements, balance fixes, and other changes coming in Update 0.6.6. Welcome to the briefing. We have the following missions on the agenda: rescue an aircraft carrier, repel a superior enemy force, attack a convoy, and bask in the well-deserved fame. Where do we start? In the new cooperative mode, Operations. Here's what you need for Operations: a keen eye, attentiveness, Tier 5 or 6 ships, and at least Level 8 in the service record. Update 0.6.6 will bring 4 action-packed operations with different tasks and achievements, multiple enemies, spectacular explosions, and, last but not least, deserved rewards. An Operation of the Week becomes available every 7 days. You can participate in it with random players or get together with battle-proven companions in a division comprising up to 7 people. Did you miss an operation of the week? Or want to improve your previous result? Gather at least 4 brothers in arms and choose any available scenario. The success of an operation depends directly on additional tasks. The rule is simple. The more tasks you complete, the greater the reward. Of course, that's only if you accomplish the main task as well. The maximum number of stars is 5, 1 for each additional task. Operations is the first mode of the new battle type, Scenarios, which will be gradually supplemented with other interesting events. In Update 0.6.6, we significantly upgraded the game audio. We added new compositions and improved the sound effects for weather, ports, and interactive music. Apart from that, you can download a package of high-quality sounds at any time, which will help immerse you in the atmosphere of naval battles. The package will improve the sound of shots and add new nuances to the acoustic profile of the game. After numerous requests, we updated the mechanics for launching torpedoes. If a captain gave the order to launch at the last moment before the ship was destroyed, all the torpedoes will be sent to their target. Good news for owners of U.S. ships Montana, Iowa, and Missouri. Now it will be easier for them to engage in an active battle against other battleships. In Update 0.6.6, their citadel was lowered. It is almost at the waterline now. Maneuver, surprise, and win. German cruisers can now boast not only good damage for armor-piercing shells, but also increased penetration for high explosive ammunition. This change applies to cruisers of Tier 4 and higher. Destroyer Yugumo now has an extended assortment of armament. Go ahead and try the 3rd modification of Type 93 torpedoes. I'm sure your adversaries will be quite impressed. As usual, you can find the full list of changes in the patch notes on our website. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more news.
Greetings, fellow captains. Today we'll talk about Update 0.6.7 and the changes it brings, the 7th season of ranked battles, further development of combat economics, visual improvements, and new sound settings. Set up the battle sound according to your preferences. Update 0.6.7 will give you the ability to select from the following 3 options. Switch back to the classic soundtrack, remain a supporter of the dynamic soundtrack and continue to listen keenly to any changes in the combat situation, or enable a mixed variant that combines the original compositions and interactive music. We continued work on the game visuals, and Update 0.6.7 will bring a new batch of improvements. We've enhanced the lighting for all game maps and updated the textures for water and sky. As a result, all elements of dry land and sea scenery became even more realistic. We hope you'll fully enjoy these visual effects. In Update 0.6.7, combat economics will be tuned even further, and now each ship type will receive larger rewards for priority activities. Don't forget about reconnaissance and enemy spotting when playing with a carrier or destroyer. When you command a battleship or cruiser, try to draw fire away from your allies, but remember that every ship has its limit of durability. Attention, captains! The 7th season of Ranked Battles is coming. It's an excellent opportunity to take your Tier 6 warships into battle. Choose your best fighters, prepare them for combat, and push forth to new rewards. Just like the previous season, there will be 23 ranks, 10 of which are irrevocable. Your achievements in the 6th season will be taken into account. You'll receive a star for every rank earned. By the way, you'll be rewarded different sets of festive camouflage for achieving high ranks in the new season. Players who obtain rank 1 for the 6th time will receive the Jolly Roger 4 flag. We invite you to try the new map, Riposte. It was created specifically for ranked battles. Captains fighting on this map will find themselves in the eastern part of the Mediterranean, Ionian, and Adriatic seas. However, don't hope for a holiday. Your adversaries won't give you the opportunity to bask in the sun. The party piece of this map is its complete symmetry and twin islands. Both teams will have equal opportunities here, while the location of the islands will provide advantages and space for tactical maneuvers for every ship type: menacing battleships, agile destroyers, versatile cruisers, or concealed carriers. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.
Грядет 7-й ранговый сезон. 7-й? Вот так еще, давай. Ранговый сезон. Любому классу, грозному линкору, юркому... Получается, изюминки карты — полная симметричность и острова-близнецы. Изюминка карты — полная симметричность и острова-близнецы. Но это же изюминки карты — полная симметричность и острова-близнецы. Мне нужна помощь.
We need a little smoke, and get me some light on Dasha. Could you do it quicker?
Приветствую, командиры.
Greetings, fellow captains. Today I will tell you about the features of Update 0.6.8, a new operation, the second collection, quick messages, and many others. Stay tuned. Update 0.6.8 kicks off with the first historical campaign, based on the well-known events that took place at Dunkirk in May 1940. Our bravest captains are welcome to a briefing. So, we're approaching the coast of France. Allied troops are surrounded. We must evacuate them and deliver them to a safe place. Sounds easy? You wish. Air raids, gunfire from the coast, and torpedo boats make this so much more challenging. But the true threats are the minefields. Follow the map closely and don't try to sail through them. Good luck, captains. Fans of military history, get ready to gather a unique collection of 16 items. You can extend your collection of trophies with British trucks, a 210mm German mortar, and other models from the time of Operation Dynamo. You can earn them by completing special missions. Complete the collection to receive a commemorative flag, an honorable achievement, and British Commander Jack Dunkirk. He is peculiar for having 3 improved skills: Jack of all trades, expert marksman, and smokescreen expert. A decent gentleman for British ships. And there's another nice bonus too. Complete a chain of missions and you'll get a special permanent camouflage for Battleship Dunkirk. How handy would it be if you could quickly ask an ally to cover you with a smokescreen or anti-aircraft fire? In Update 0.6.8, this can be done with just a couple of clicks. Use new quick messages, coordinate your actions with allies, and victory is just a matter of time. Following player feedback, the coveted super container was made more diverse and alluring. Here's everything we added: a few premium ships, unique camouflages, and special economic and combat signals. In addition, as you requested, we decreased the chance of receiving a special upgrade and removed kits with credits from the super container options. By the way, special upgrades began to play out in fresh colors. I hope you didn't sell them, as some of them were moved to more suitable slots. Want to put an emphasis on survivability? Easy. Update 0.6.8 allows you to mount both the damage control party and damage control system upgrades.
Wish to improve your hydroacoustic search without sacrificing the anti-aircraft upgrade? Now this is also possible. Feel free to try different combinations to your liking. The changes in Update 0.6.8 also affected destroyer Khabarovsk. At long range, she is still the queen of primary armament. As for torpedoes, the only choice now is the unique ET-46 model. The detectability of these torpedoes was near enough halved. Now it's just 600 meters. A small tweak was applied to cruiser Indianapolis. It will be more convenient to play her. The ship's detectability range was reduced by more than a kilometer, and the range of her surveillance radar became almost 10 kilometers. Soviet destroyers Ognivoy, Tashkent, and Grozovoy had their combat characteristics improved significantly. For Ognivoy, it's reduced torpedo reload time. Tashkent received more hit points, and Grozovoy not only had her firing rate enhanced, but also became on a par with other Tier 10 destroyers in terms of concealment. That's all for now. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more news.
Выполните цепочку боевых задач и... Памятный флаг. Джек Дюнкер. Еще раз можно? Каминардан. Там не было такого. В центре событий окажется прошедший длинный путь до адмирала Исоруку. Исоруко. И еще раз можно я скажу? Исороко. Про Джека Дюнкерка было намного проще. Исороку. Подписывайтесь на наши обновления и следите за нашими роликами.
Konnichiwa, Captains. Welcome to Update 0.6.9, which will bring you a new collection, another campaign, and an extension in the branch of unique commanders. Get ready for a reinforcement. Isoroku Yamamoto is arriving in World of Warships. The legendary Admiral and Commander-in-Chief of the Imperial Japanese Fleet is ready to lead your Japanese squadron. The unique commander has some unique capabilities. Isoroku isn't just a historical portrait and a special ribbon on your display. He also has some special capabilities that aren't available for other commanders. Attack your enemies swiftly. Get the First Blood achievement, and Yamamoto will reward you with an additional charge of each consumable until the end of the battle. Use your commander wisely and lead your team to victory. One destroyed enemy is a good result, but 5 is even better. That's the motto of our new unique commander. Earn a Kraken, and the Admiral will activate his second wind talent. The motivated crew will reload your main armaments faster till the end of the battle and restore part of the ship's HP over 2 minutes. That's a great opportunity to spring a surprise on the enemy before the end of the battle. Any ship that has the honor to be captained by the renowned Admiral will raise a unique banner and acquire red tracers for her main battery shells. In addition, beautiful fireworks will be launched when the ship earns First Blood and Kraken Unleashed, causing panic among enemies and raising the spirits of her allies. But in order to receive the legendary commander, you'll have to experience Admiral Yamamoto's operational record yourself. Especially for this purpose, in Update 0.6.9, we've added a new permanent campaign which will demand maximum attention, concentration, and endurance over long distances. But the rewards are worth it. You'll get 2 super containers for each final task of the first 4 missions. There are a total of 5 missions, and they can be accomplished only using Tier 8 ships or higher. Each of the 54 tasks tells you about the career of Isoroku Yamamoto, from his first assignments in the Navy to the last days in the life of the prominent naval commander.
Note that the first mission is available right after update 0.6.9 is released, while each of the following ones will be unlocked after 2 weeks. The legendary commander is arriving together with a historical collection. It consists of Yamamoto's personal belongings, uniforms of the Japanese Navy's command staff and enlisted personnel, decorations for battle merits, and different military equipment. A total of 40 elements divided into 5 sub-collections. A cadet's uniform of the Imperial Naval Academy, a cap badge of an Imperial Navy officer, the Order of the Chrysanthemum, a Yamamoto card, and a calligraphy sketch by Isoroku Yamamoto. This is just a small portion of the items that you will discover. Having completed the first 4 sub-collections, you will unlock alternative camouflage for Japanese destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and aircraft carriers. After completing the other sub-collection, you'll be able to fly 2 flags on the jackstaff of Japanese ships. Complete them all and distinguish your ship with a unique flag of Isoroku Yamamoto. For more information about unique commanders, the new campaign, and the new collection, visit our website. To finish, we've implemented an improvement for fans of the Arpeggio and Dragon modifications. Commanders of these ships are now fully interchangeable with standard Japanese commanders. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.
Прибытие легендарного командира, прибытие легендарного композитора, надмодных и недельный елок. 40 элементов, разбитых на 5 малых коллекций. На этом все. С вами была я, Даша Перова. Подписывайтесь на наш канал и смотрите обновления. До новых встреч, командиры!
Greetings, fellow captains. Today, I'm going to tell you about the British battleships, new effects, sound improvements, and other changes in Update 0.6.10. Let's go! The Navy's here again. Meet the British battleships. These warriors have their code of honor, but don't expect fair play from them all the time. A surprise attack by armor-piercing shells, a heavy punch with HE shells right to your bow, quick regeneration in the heat of battle. Oh yes, that's their style. Besides, they are merry fellows and the life and soul of any party. They will be especially appreciated by Allied cruisers. However, in battle, the British battleships prefer to keep at mid-range and avoid attracting the attention of the enemy. The new branch of warships is quite diverse, and each ship has her own personality, but you can still divide them into 2 groups. Battleships from Tier 3 to Tier 6, assertive heavies, dreadnoughts and super dreadnoughts. They always act in a straightforward manner. Their robust armor belt will cope with numerous shells and help you take control of an area. The special repair party will allow you to restore more HP to the end sections, casemates, and superstructures. And if you happen to meet an equally strong opponent, you can use HE shells with increased damage and armor penetration ability. The higher-tier battleships are also equipped with an improved repair party and powerful HE shells. However, they're not as well armored as their lower-tier sisters. Stealth and stratagem are their main advantage in battle. Capture the area or approach for a close-range attack. Piece of cake. I told you that you couldn't expect fair play from them. However, a real surprise is waiting for you at the top of the branch. The leader of the British battleships is the formidable Conqueror. Take charge of this ship and engage in battle on your own terms using her stealth abilities, which are superb for a battleship. Try 2 types of primary armament and choose between the number of guns per salvo or shell damage per shot. And if you have a hard time in battle, the quick and effective repair party will help you stay afloat longer. By the way, fighting in the thick of battle will be more exhilarating. Shots of all calibers, ship destruction, and splashes from detonated torpedoes are now more realistic and vivid. We also added dynamic lighting for gunshots and hits to ships and land. The new effects totally replaced the old ones, but don't worry, they didn't affect the game performance. The atmosphere of the battle in Update 0.6.10 was enriched not only with the effects, but also with the new War Drums sound mode. Selected in the game client settings and approach your enemy to the sound of drumming, like in the best thriller movies. Additionally, we added sound effects for each group of ribbons, such as captured or destroyed. Connoisseurs of audio will appreciate the improved sounds for the environment and aircraft engines when using ultra-high settings. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Until next time, Captains.
Но главный сюрприз. Подготовили топы ветки. Топы ветки. И еще спагетти и сыр. Мы же предупреждали. Пара-пара-пара-пара-пара-пара-пара, боевые барабаны.
Даш, можно интервью?
Да. Мне, кстати, ребята сейчас только что показали последний 30-й. Мне кажется, что нужно еще ввести медаль Мега-кракен или супер-кракен. Для таких ребят, как тот парень на Ямато. Подъезжал, тут видел?
Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'm going to tell you about the naval base and other new features brought by Update 0.6.11. If you aren't a member of a clan yet, it's high time you joined one or created your own. In Update 0.6.11, every clan will have its own naval base. At the moment, the naval base consists of 4 objects, and each of them can be enhanced. This will bring some permanent and nice bonuses to the clan and its members. And now, Captains, let's go on a tour, where I'll show you every corner of the base. So, we're at the central square. Right in front of us, you can see the main building, the headquarters. It can host up to 30 clan members. Like any administrative structure, it can be expanded with a couple of additional facilities. Their construction is a pretty costly thing, but you'll be able to expand your clan with 20 more members. Now look to the right. This vast area is intended for building research facilities. Though there's only one area for them, all researchers prefer narrow-focus studies. So for every nation, you'll have to build their own facilities. With their help, you'll earn more XP after battles. Let's go to the western part and make a stop near a beautiful alley. This is the spot for the rostral column. But the architects are still pondering its final design. And now, let's get closer to the shipyard. Currently, it has 4 boathouses and free parking. If you're thinking of purchasing a researchable ship from Tier 5 to 8, don't forget to visit this place now and then. By upgrading the shipyard, you'll save credits when expanding your fleet. Let's finish our tour at the picturesque beach. Soon, this sand will be replaced by concrete and steel. Docks will be built here. Our best technicians will use them to reduce the cost of servicing each ship type. To build an installation on your naval base, you'll need 2 components, the
the will of your clan's command and some resources. And the latter aren't credits or experience, it's oil. This resource isn't difficult to earn. In Update 0.6.11, clan players will receive it together with daily containers. As soon as you've accumulated enough oil, the clan's command can build an upgrade in a couple of clicks by selecting the structure and the facility. The bonus will become active immediately. Now, a few words about other changes. Inertia fuse for HE shells must be a useful skill for commanders of ships whose main battery guns have a small caliber. Now this perk reduces the probability of starting a fire by only 1% if your gun caliber is below 139 millimeters. For guns of larger calibers, everything remains the same, minus 3%. In addition, we've built cities on the severe mountains of the Haven map and improved the look of Tier 3 ships. That's all for now. I'm Dasha Perova. Until next time, captains.
Любит? Не любит? Я знаю, что тебя ждет. Любит? Ой, тепленько. Горячо.
Даш, а есть ли жизнь после портала?
Да, и там все по-другому.
Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'm going to tell you about clan battles, changes in the smokescreen mechanics, Halloween in World of Warships, and other new features brought by Update 0.6.12. Captain, if you haven't joined a clan yet, this is your chance. The time has come to write your clan's good name into the history of World of Warships. Update 0.6.12 now features clan battles. On your way to the top, you'll pass 4 leagues: Squall, Gale, Storm, and Typhoon, the highest one. The stormier the seas, the more ferocious the battles. Every victory brings your clan rating points, and every defeat takes them away. These results will affect your clan's place in the global standoff. You'll need a team of 7 trusted warriors, Tier 10 ships, and a desire to win. By the way, if you don't have a Tier 10 ship, that's not a problem. Only in clan battles, Update 0.6.12 offers 3 of them to rent: Cruiser Zhao, Destroyer Shimakaze, and Battleship Grosser Kurfürst. The best part is that you can rent them for absolutely free. 3 weeks later, the rental time will be over and another 3 high-tier ships will arrive. To learn all the details about clan battles and the rental offer, you can read a dedicated article. Attention, captains! Update 0.6.12 brings changes to the mechanics of smoke screens. Now, when firing your primary armament through the smoke, you'll increase the detectability distance for your ship. And it doesn't matter whether the ship is hiding inside the smoke or behind it. The most important thing is that a smoke screen is in sight. A smoke screen will bring your ship's detectability range down to a value, which depends on her size and the caliber of her guns. A detailed outline of these values is available in the update's full list of changes. Important information for owners of premium cruisers with a smoke generator option. If you decide that after the changes made to the mechanics of smoke screens, Mikhail Kutuzov, Belfast, or Perth don't meet your gaming expectations anymore, you'll have 6 weeks until Update 0.6.14 is released to sell them in port and receive their full value in doubloons. But keep in mind that starting from Update 0.6.12, Mikhail Kutuzov, Belfast, and Perth will be withdrawn from sale. The first 2 ships will be withdrawn for good, while the Aussie is expected to return. Good news to the owners of ships with hydroacoustic search and surveillance radar. The display range of this equipment can now be set up in the minimap. To do so, simply click the settings icon above the minimap and select the required options.
Only those who have known the horrors of the night can truly appreciate the dawn. The sinister Zikazas are back. Transylvania is threatened again. The legendary trio of Igor, Jackal, and Blade are ready for battle again. Will you manage to fight off the monsters' attacks and save Transylvania? Warriors of Light, accept the challenge and send the monsters to sleep with the fishes, just like the good old days. See you in the shadowy world, captains. You thought that was it? You wish. The quiet haven of Silver Spear Archipelago is no place to rest. The forces of evil are close, and the despicable filth is on your heels. Halloween is never over. Oh, wait. Greetings, fellow captains. Today I'll tell you about Update 0.6.13 and its new features, graphic tips, an updated AA defense function, fire extinguishing, and longer smokescreen generation for British cruisers. Let's begin with changes aimed at newcomers in World of Warships. Click the Battle button and check the visual tips with information about the main advantages of your ship. Did you choose a destroyer? You'll get information on how to use your torpedo launcher or set smoke screens. Is your ship a cruiser or battleship? You'll learn about the difference between armor-piercing and high-explosive shells, or about special consumables for your ship. In Update 0.6.13, the crews of your destroyers and cruisers extinguish fire quicker. Now the timer counts down only 30 seconds instead of 1 minute. This change will allow newcomers to feel more at ease, while experienced players can avoid using premium consumables unnecessarily. And remember, one fire does not necessarily require the use of damage control party. Good news for captains of British cruisers or those who plan to research this branch. Now it's a lot easier to use the smoke generator consumable because its action time increased from 7 seconds to 15 seconds. Smoke will conceal your ship from the enemy, even if you give the full stop order too late. Do you prefer to reinforce anti-aircraft defenses on Soviet and US destroyers instead of engine boost? Are the skills of your commander honed to fight against enemy aviation? Then you're going to like this change. Now, when you activate the defensive AA fire consumable, the efficiency of your AA guns increases not 3 but 4 times. By the way, other ships also received some balance changes. To increase the convenience of gameplay, we improved the specifications of the following researchable ships. In addition, we haven't forgotten about our Alpha and Beta testers. Iwaki Alpha and Arkansas Beta will also receive pleasant specification improvements in Update 0.6.13. You can find the full list of changes on our official website. Captains, don't forget that the rented ships Zhao, Shimakaze, and Grosser Kurfürst will be replaced with other ships in Update 0.6.13. German cruiser Hindenburg, Soviet destroyer Grozovoi, and US battleship Montana. If you didn't receive them yet, play a clan or random battle in any Tier 8, 9, or 10 ship, obtain the rented ships, and enjoy clan battles. That's all for now. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, captains.
Навыки вашего командира заточены на борьбу против самолетов, не так ли?
Ой, что это я?
Командир. Предпочитаете защиту от авианосцев вместо «ба»? Не получилось третьего дублика.
Денис,
Dennis,
как ты думаешь,
do you think that putting an airfield on an island is safe enough? Greetings, fellow captains. Meet Update 0.6.14 featuring the Pan-Asian Destroyers Branch, a new operation, and balance improvements for aircraft carriers. Do you miss intense torpedo action on destroyers? Then it's your lucky day. Take your place on the captain's bridge of a Pan-Asian destroyer and turn up the heat. The most explosive innovation is deep-water torpedoes. First of all, remember one thing. They can damage only battleships, cruisers, and aircraft carriers. You'll have to use your artillery to deal with enemy destroyers. So what's the point? Deep-water torpedoes have greater range and better concealment than normal torpedoes. This new weapon will bring you many unforgettable moments, and your sluggish opponents as well. Now, about smoke. Smoke generators on Pan-Asian destroyers are some of the most effective, and they're the same for all ships in the branch. Their reload time is only 2 minutes. A ship can carry 4 charges, and the action time is 30 seconds. With premium consumables, these specifications are even better. 5 charges and 1 minute 20 seconds to reload. One catch though, your smoke screen will last only 70 seconds. But we all know how much damage can be dealt in this amount of time. Another pleasant moment for history enthusiasts is that ships for Asian fleets were built all across the globe. In Great Britain, the USSR, the US, Japan, and Germany. So the new branch is an excellent opportunity to add new items to your collection. Prepare your Tier 7 ships and take part in the new operation, the Ultimate Frontier. You're going to defend Ruan Atoll and assist transport aircraft in carrying out the evacuation of Japanese scientists and top-secret documents from the island. Ensure safe passage to an airfield for transport and strike aircraft, and then defend them together with Allied squadrons until the evacuation is completed. By the way, in the course of the Ultimate Frontier operation, you'll meet an old acquaintance, aircraft carrier Raptor. This time, however, you'll fight against it. Update 0.6.14 will see some balance changes to aircraft carriers. Now the damage control party action time is not 5 but 30 seconds for them, while the chance of fire for all carriers is now the same as for stock hulls at Tier 6. The increased action time of this consumable will allow carriers to launch several air groups while being showered by HE shells. But at the same time, the probability of fire at higher tiers increases. In Update 0.6.14, U.S. aircraft carriers will have only one version of flight control for each ship, but it will be suited to both damaging enemy ships and dealing with air raids. These changes will improve the versatility of every aircraft carrier in the branch, while preserving their gameplay individuality. Apart from this, you'll be able to equip armor-piercing bombs for Lexington, Essex, and Midway. They are especially effective against armored targets, but they're unable to set them on fire. By the way, we took all the changes in the tech tree into consideration. For every aircraft carrier module you researched, you'll receive a corresponding number of free experience points. If you purchased it, you'll be reimbursed its price in credits as well. We've also tidied up a little. Upgrades are now distributed by slots according to the from least to most expensive logic. Thus, the first slot will house upgrades for 125,000 credits, while the sixth one, those for 3 million credits. Now everything is arranged logically. I like it. You can find detailed information about the movement of upgrades in the patch notes on our website. Captains, we remind you that clan battles continue. With the release of Update 0.6.14, rented Hindenburg, Grozavoy, and Montana will be written off your accounts. They will be replaced by the Soviet cruiser Moskva, US destroyer Goering, and Japanese battleship Yamato. Conditions for getting these ships are the same. Play a clan or random battle at Tier 8, 9, or 10, and they will be added to your port. That's all for now. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.
Корабли для азиатских Вы знаете, но ходят такие разные слухи, и они настолько разнообразны, что очень хочется говорить про них. Последний рубеж! Ага. Когда тебе нужно о чем-то говорить, то лучше говорить увлеченно, потому что если ты говоришь увлеченно, то такое ощущение, что ты говоришь что-то очень важное. Ранг.
Greetings, dear Captains. New Year is coming, and we have plenty of reasons to be happy. New campaigns, a collection, a port, an operation, ship horns, and more. Let's go through them one by one. Update 0.6.15 will meet you with a new port, Hamburg. Its release continues the tradition of recreating major historic ports in the game. I believe you'll like it. An excellent way to spend time profitably in World of Warships is to play the new campaigns and gather the new collection. The first campaign will be dedicated to the Battle of the North Cape. You can participate in it using Tier 5 to 10 ships. Missions will be unlocked one by one. The trophy for completing the final task will be a Grand Premium battleship, Duke of York. She will serve as the key to the second campaign, the New Year Raid. For completing it, you'll be awarded 5 splendid Tier 6 ships and the Arctic camouflage for battleship Scharnhorst. While completing tasks of the campaign, you'll receive containers with items for a new collection, called the Battle of the North Cape. It includes photos, badges, and armaments of the ships that participated in the legendary battle. For completing the collection, you'll receive a special camouflage for battleship Duke of York and a commemorative flag. By the way, Duke of York is a Tier 7 British battleship of the King George V class, so they carry the same armaments and armor. Throw away your top hat and monocle, finish your 5 o'clock tea, and get ready for battle, gentlemen. To help you feel the holiday spirit during battles, we've implemented ship horns. You'll be able to warn your allies about possible collisions and torpedo launches, or simply share your good mood with them. Each ship type will have its own sound. Let's hoot! Update 0.6.15 will also bring a new operation for Tier 7 ships, Narai. Gather your friends and get ready for a fierce battle. Break through powerful defenses, take control over the water area, and land your troops onto the enemy territory. You'll have 2 roads to success. Support the landing of Allied troops or destroy all enemies. It's up to you to decide which path to follow. Meanwhile, I'd like to congratulate Clan Battles participants on the completion of Season 1. Winners bask in glory, but don't relax. Other clans will stop at nothing to take your place on the podium and etch their name into the history of World of Warships. Good news for those who miss ranked battles. The new season will start 2 days after the update is released. This time, ranked battles will be fought by Tier 8 ships. Like in previous seasons, on the way to the first rank, you'll receive stars for victories and lose them after defeats. Fight your way to the League of Sea Wolves and see what you're worth, fighting formidable Tier 10 ships. Besides this, a set of New Year missions is waiting for you. A new mission will be unlocked every day, replacing the previous one. You'll receive nice rewards for completing them, and if you fulfill 15 missions, you'll get an additional prize. It's shooting time. That's all for now. Together with the team of developers, we wish you happiness and joy in the upcoming year, fair seas, and more hits on enemy citadels. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to follow the news. See you next year, Captains. Greetings, Captains. Please welcome the first update of 2018 to World of Warships. Update 0.7.0 will bring patches and emblems, a new camera in the port, training rooms, and an improved matchmaker for co-op battles. It's time to add your personal touch to the game. Now your player profile can be decorated with insignias. There are 2 types, patches and emblems. Patches are easier to obtain. In Update 0.7.0, you'll get them for completing combat missions. Emblems, however, will require some effort. Increase your average damage and win with ships of your favorite nation and type. The more victories you have and the higher your stats are, the more impressive and colorful your emblem is. Insignias will appear next to a player's nickname in the pop-up tip. Any adversaries destroyed by you in battle will see them just as their ship sinks to the bottom. They will surely remember you. Beauty will save the world, and we need to help it. That's why we didn't stop at patches and emblems, but also added a new camera in the port. Get closer to take a detailed look at your guns, or sweep along the deck and appreciate the grandeur of your warship by zooming out as far as possible. Take awesome pictures against the sunset at angles that were impossible before this update. So romantic. If you're an anime fan, click the button on our website and welcome new camouflages, commanders, and the High School Fleet Collection. New characters have arrived in World of Warships. Gather a collection of the characters' personal cards and enter battles with unique commanders at the helm of your ships, decorated with unusual camouflages. Guess which of them is my favorite? Meow. Enjoying the ships is great, but it's time to prepare for battle. Now there are training rooms for this. Invite other players and hone your skills together on your favorite map, having set the battle parameters to your liking. Brought a friend to the game? Help them learn the basics and become a worthy ally in battle. Don't worry about the economic side. You don't spend any consumables or ammunition in training battles, but you won't earn anything either. Let's talk about co-op battles. Now you can meet AI-controlled aircraft carriers and battleships. even if none of your teammates play with this type of ship. The type of ship that will appear on the artificial intelligence's side depends on the roster of the player's team. If you have many destroyers, the enemy will have a battleship. Too many cruisers? Get ready to encounter a destroyer. It's going to be fun. I'm Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the news. There's a lot of interesting stuff there. Au revoir.
И улучшение балансировщика, новые камуфляжи командиров и коллекцию High School Fleet. Поговорим о кооперативных боях. Поговорили? Достаточно.
Bonjour, Commandant. Update 0.7.1 sails out flying the French flag. It will bring French battleships, a new collection, a unique commander, the sunny Marseille port, and the second season of clan battles. The new Vive la France collection won't complete itself, and believe me, it's worth completing. It has photos of French ships, for example, battleship Richelieu in the Indian Ocean, their emblems and coats of arms, including that of the city of Lyon, a name that a battleship was going to bear. Collection items and the special revolutionary camouflage can be found inside dedicated containers. The most interesting part, each container may contain a special combat mission that will grant you one of the 4 Tier 5 to 8 French battleships if you complete it: Bretagne, Normandy, Lyon, and Richelieu. Thus, these ships will become available to you even before the release of their branch. Once you complete the entire collection, a unique French commander, Jean-Jacques Honoré, will be added to your reserve. This battle-hardened veteran has improved expert marksman and adrenaline rush skills, and he'll be happy to stand on the bridge of your new French battleship. If you prefer destroyers, a special thread of combat missions will be available to you. It will be unlocked gradually, and once you complete it, you'll receive the flotilla leader Aigle. It's a premium French Tier 6 destroyer in our game. Naval battles are very exciting and all, but sometimes you just want to have some peace and quiet. The new Marseille port has it all. The sun is shining in the cloudless blue sky, and nothing disturbs the calm of the water or your peace of mind. Attention captains who love team-based competitions. The second season of clan battles is coming. It's called Islands of Ice. The rules remain the same. Tier 10 ships will fight in 7 versus 7 battles. Each team can't have more than 1 battleship, and aircraft carriers are not allowed. You'll be able to use the cherished clan Tier 10 ships after you play at least 1 battle on Tier 8. The big news of the second season, the strongest clans now have a new top league called Hurricane. To access it, win in progression battles and ascend through the Typhoon League. The Hurricane League won't have any groups, and the rating here can be increased without limit. By the way, you can obtain the Stalingrad flag by completing the Typhoon League combat mission, just like before. Are you looking for a clan to take part in the new season? Click the Join a Clan button, and the game will suggest the 3 most suitable options for you. Don't like any of those? Feel free to view the next suggestion. Find the team that suits you the most. Topography news. We released a brand new map called Sleeping Giant for Tier 9 to 10 battles. It's a combination of large islands providing cover, free flanks, straits allowing for safe passage, and relatively symmetrical game zones that ensure an equal balance for both warring parties. The map will take you to the coasts of China, where you'll have an opportunity to see many interesting details. But that's not all. Due to numerous requests, we changed the map's trap and Tears of the Desert. They became smaller and received additional cover spots. Apart from this, the start locations were moved on Tears of the Desert. The ship type balance will improve and battles will become more dynamic. We're not saying goodbye to France, and the next update will be dedicated to it as well. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything interesting. My name is Dasha Perova. À bientôt!
Vive la France. Я не могу сказать Франц, потому что там Франц, понимаешь? Подождите, пожалуйста.
Bonjour encore une fois, commandant. We continue our Marseille vacations. 8 magnificent French heavyweight fighters come off the stocks to join the battle in Update 0.7.2. You'll have a chance to test them in a new campaign, an exciting operation, and the second season of Clan Battles. Some of you have already managed to obtain new French battleships. Now the entire branch is available, and you can research all the ships in it one after another. You'll start your journey to the branch's top with classic dreadnoughts from the beginning of the 20th century: Turenne, Corbeil, and Bretagne. Normandy, another generation and new armament. Only 3 turrets, but each housing 4 guns with a caliber of 340 millimeters. Lyon has the same turrets, but 4 of them. 16 guns at Tier 7. It's a record. Richelieu stands out compared to other ships in the branch. Only 2 turrets with 4 guns each, and both of them are on the bow. On the other hand, their caliber is 380 millimeters, and she is equipped with engine boost, like the following ships in the branch. Another record holder, Alsace at Tier 9. 12 guns in her broadside. It's a dangerous and difficult adversary. The flagship of the branch, République, carries 2 turrets with 4 guns in each of them. She has the biggest caliber among all the newcomers, 431 millimeters, a reload time of only 24 seconds, and the engine boost consumable. New French ships have their own unique character and are ready to join the fight under your command. Some of these battleships will come in handy in the new operation Hermes, which sees you defending an Allied convoy against German patrols. Take note that each attack is more powerful than the previous one. The final engagement of the operation will be against German battleships and aircraft carrier Graf Zeppelin. An important feature of the operation, a localized storm front, will help you fight off superior enemy forces. The best part is that you'll be rewarded with containers and doubloons for completing additional missions of the operation. Speaking of rewards, the new campaign, The Gold of France, will give you a chance to earn unique camouflages for Dunkirk, Richelieu, and Gascogne, as well as special French patches. In Update 0.7.2, many players who assembled the Isoroku Yamamoto collection will have the ability to change the palette of both standard and permanent camouflages. The new unique color scheme for the Japanese combines blue, gray, and black, a great reason to complete the collection. We continue to improve game maps. The Atlantic received a range of small fixes, and 2 small islands providing cover were added to Warrior's Path. Northern Lights underwent more serious changes. In the Supremacy mode, the extreme key areas were moved to the eastern part of the map and given to the teams from the very beginning, while retaining them now earns fewer points. Study maps, get the advantage, and win! The second season of Clan Battles continues. Join the fight on your Tier 10 ships or use special clan ships. Lead your clan to the top of the Hurricane League, and don't forget to complete the Typhoon League's combat mission on your way to the cherished Stalingrad.
Let's talk about game mechanics. Now, a magazine can detonate only if a ship has no more than 75% of its combat capability points. The number of disappointing situations when your undamaged ship sinks as a result of a magazine explosion after the very first hit will significantly reduce. Now for visual effects. Following your numerous requests, the water splashes caused by shell explosions will now settle quicker. As a result, it became easier to aim at ships that are under heavy fire. Last but not least, take note of the new foam and the ship's weight. Thanks to new textures and improved mechanics of their interaction, the level of detail for these effects became significantly higher. Water in World of Warships is now even more beautiful, so don't forget to contemplate the sea between engagements. That's all for now. Subscribe to our channel, it has lots of interesting stuff. I'm Dasha. Until next time.
Теперь об игровых механиках. И я... Давай еще раз. Au revoir. Ну, наконец, Ямамото и Сороку, я так по ним скучала и коллекцию долго собирала.
Greetings, fellow captains. Your personal spaceport, battles in a vacuum, continuation of the second clan season. All these things and something more await you in the upcoming update 0.7.3. Have you ever dreamed of finding yourself in outer space and boldly going off to explore the universe? Standing at the helm of a space warship? You're in luck then, because World of Warships makes your dreams come true. 9 futuristic warships with unique, highly trained commanders are waiting for you in your personal spaceport after you complete simple combat missions. The cherished Tier 10 ships served as prototypes for them, while their economic aspect was inherited from Tier 7. Select one of them and play in a special game mode, Space Battle. Click the Battle button and visit a galaxy far away where you'll have plenty of opportunities to show your skill and earn heroic achievements and pleasant rewards. 2 local phenomena, Psi Field and Meteor Shower, will add intensity to the battles. Both of them will have an impact on the spotting range, detectability range, and the performance of your ship's AA defenses. Meteor Shower will also influence the characteristics of your planes, and apart from this, it will destroy one aircraft from a group every 15 seconds. The Psi Field will reduce the duration of fires on your ship to 1 second. However, you won't be able to restore the survivability points with the repair party consumable. For victories in space, you'll receive space containers with valuable prizes, special signals and camouflages, as well as themed patches. If intergalactic battles aren't your cup of tea, complete combat missions in random battles and obtain the same rewards. Please note that with the release of the next major update, the special ships will be written off and the game mode won't be available anymore. However, you can purchase unique camouflages for your Tier 10 ships as a keepsake and transform them into spaceships, at least on the outside. Don't miss the beginning of sales and follow the news on our website. Traditionally, all those who prefer realistic and historically accurate visuals can disable these camouflages by checking the corresponding option in the game client. After relaxing and contemplating the deep space scenery, it's high time to return to the intense battle for the title of the best clan of the Islands of Ice season, which is drawing to a conclusion. By tradition, play a clan or random battle at Tier 8 through 10, and 3 new clan ships will arrive in your port: Moskva, Gearing, and Conqueror. Use them wisely and lead your clan to victory. The work on the sound design of our game doesn't stop. After numerous requests from players, in Update 0.7.3, we combined national voiceovers with the original Commander voiceovers. From the game settings, select the National VoiceOver Plus modification, and standard commanders will speak the language of their nation. These changes won't impact the unique Commander voiceovers, of course.
Smoke generator started.
That's all for now. My name is Dasha. Enjoy space, fight in clan battles, and subscribe to our channel, Captain. Greetings, Captains. Update 0.7.4 brings changes based on your feedback and requests. There are changes for the matchmaker, interface, and specifications of some ships. We also added new ribbons, achievements, and a great deal more. Let's start with fair play. From now on, those who spoil the game for others will receive warnings first, and then a restriction on playing in certain battle types. Just like before, the following actions are considered bad: damaging allies, being AFK, and leaving a battle prematurely. The offending players can clear their names by fighting in co-op battles. Only after having played a certain number of battles without further infringements will they be able to select other game modes. The matchmaker becomes more symmetrical in Update 0.7.4. The teams will have an identical roster by ship types and tiers. If the teams are not assembled after 3 minutes of waiting, the matchmaker will return to the previous logic to send you into battle as soon as possible. Now it's time to tell you about changes for ship specifications. Japanese Shimakaze becomes less detectable and will be able to spot an enemy first almost all the time. Admiral Hipper receives improved maneuverability and a shorter reload time for its main guns, while Prince Eugen is now equipped with a repair party. Thus, these ships will become more efficient in battle and have more distinctive gameplay. U.S. aircraft carrier Midway loses some of its planes to balance it with its immediate adversary, Hakuryu. All these changes are based on your feedback and our analysis of the game statistics. We continue to improve the interface. Detailed ribbons are now enabled by default, as is the damage counter. The results of bomb attacks are now displayed by ribbons as well. Apart from this, we added counters for potential damage and damage on targets you spotted, which can be enabled in the settings. We bid farewell to Clear Sky and welcome 2 new honorable achievements: King of the Air and AA Defense Expert. It's not just the battle interface that's changed. Now the modules and exterior tabs in the port give you the ability to more quickly evaluate the impact of upgrades or camouflages on the economic and combat parameters of a ship. If the parameters improve, they'll be highlighted green. If they worsen, they'll turn red. The same logic applies to commander skills. Apart from this, economic signals can now be purchased in the game client for doubloons. They can even be resupplied automatically. Another new feature that you asked for is the ability to dismiss almost all commanders and sell almost all ships. The only exceptions are Commander Isoroku Yamamoto and ships Missouri, Flynn, and Black. Choice is always good. That's why we introduced the ability to select flags of national navies for Pan-Asian and Commonwealth ships. Now your Perth can sport the Australian Navy flag, and Fra Ruan can sail into battle under the Thai Navy flag. In addition, you will see the flags that you chose on the same Allied and enemy ships. From the moment training rooms were introduced, you asked us to add active bots to them. We carried out the necessary checks and did some configuration work on the server, and now you can fight against bots in training battles. Honing your skills is as important as ever because the new Ranked Battles season begins. They remain 7 versus 7 encounters, but the rules have changed a little. The last irrevocable rank on the road to the top is rank 10 now, and not rank 12. Apart from that, you'll use tier 8 ships before rank 10, and tier 10 ships after it. Once you get to the Seawolves League, though, you'll switch to tier 7 ships. Earn useful rewards and prove your readiness to fight and win. It's time to finally sum up the results of the second season of Clan Battles. Our congratulations to the winners and all those who managed to win the cherished Stalingrad flag. However, if you only plan to participate in the fight for clan supremacy, don't be discouraged. The third season will be here before too long. Just like before, the winning clan's tag will decorate the loading screen of the season's main map. This time, it's Islands of Ice. To celebrate Victory Day, several new features will appear in the game. Firstly, it's the festive port of Kronstadt. Secondly, a unique Soviet commander, Viktor Znamensky, who has improved preventive maintenance, expert marksman, and high alert skills. Thirdly, it's a commemorative patch. Kronstadt will be available to all players from the port selection menu, while the commander and patch will be rewarded for completing the corresponding combat missions. Our cooperation program with video bloggers, streamers, and other prominent people from the World of Warships community gains momentum. We added expandable camouflages, a patch, an emblem, and a commemorative flag especially for them. In addition, their subscribers will be able to win special containers with expandable camouflages or useful economic signals, and even premium ships. Follow the channels of your heroes and spot them in battle. As you can see, we prepared plenty of new features and hope that you'll enjoy them. Subscribe to our channel, click the like button, and don't miss new videos. My name is Dasha Perova. I'll be back.
Greetings, Captains! With Update 0.7.5, an American period starts in World of Warships. You can try out heavy U.S. cruisers and their updated tech tree, and a new campaign and collection await you. Let's start with the ships. Pensacola, New Orleans, and Baltimore are moving one tier down. They keep their firepower, while their remaining specifications undergo some changes, but they still boast the same 203mm guns and excellent AA defenses. A Tier 9 newcomer, Buffalo, has the same caliber as the previously mentioned ships, but her 12-shell salvo is way more impressive. She has the same set of consumables as her high-tier comrade Des Moines: surveillance radar, hydroacoustic search, or AA guns modifications. Des Moines is as good as she's ever been. Lightning-fast reload speed for her primary armament guns, and AA guns that strike terror into the hearts of enemy pilots. One of the most popular cruisers in our game, Cleveland, goes up from Tier 6 to Tier 8. She has the honor of being the first representative of the U.S. Light Cruisers branch. This ship received a lot of bonuses, surveillance radar, and improved primary armament reloading. You can mount hydroacoustic search, surveillance radar, and defensive AA fire all at the same time now. Moreover, with all the concealment modifications installed, Cleveland will be spotted from a distance that is close to the range of her surveillance radar. Captains on destroyers, you've been warned. If you have any American cruisers in the port that are going to change in Update 0.7.5, you will receive impressive bonuses. You can learn more details on our website. You can try out our Hit Hard, Hit Fast, Hit Often campaign on Tier 8 through 10 warships. 49 diverse tasks await you across 5 missions. You can even complete some of those tasks in co-op, clan, and ranked battles. The final task of the first mission will reward you with an American container, and the final tasks of the second, third, and fourth with 2 super containers each. When you complete the final task of the 5th mission, you'll receive a fine addition to your barracks, the legendary American Admiral William Halsey. His motto serves as the name of our campaign. Halsey possesses talents and improved skills. The ships led by Halsey can sport a unique visual style. Red tracers if you enable them, and fireworks when you activate the talents. You'll receive a commemorative patch together with the commander. By the way, if you take part in the Indianapolis Marathon, you'll receive a lot of American containers. Inside, you can find elements of the new U.S. Cruisers collection. The collection will tell you about the U.S. Navy, in particular about their ships, guns, U.S. Navy awards, and insignias. Gather parts of the collection, and you can change the color of camouflages for the U.S. ships and hoist a second flag on them. More good news, the collection is permanent. After you receive the first element, you'll be receiving other elements of the collection from the daily containers and not just the American containers. Some American containers may drop special combat missions. After you complete them, you'll receive such premium ships as Atlanta, Kidd, Sims, or a new Tier 6 destroyer, Monahan. You can earn the updated Cleveland the same way. Anime fans, you have one more reason to be happy. The joint event with the Japanese mobile game Azure Lane will bring a commemorative flag, camouflage, and 7 new unique commanders voiced by the actors into World of Warships. After you complete special combat missions, a girl commander of Battleship Nelson and consumable camouflages will appear in your port. Let's talk about the sound design. Additional sound effects have been added to the range of ports. So now on high or ultra settings, you can hear church bells in the port of the Philippines, fireworks in London, and bombers in Dunkirk. The combat interface continues to get better. We've added a new detected ribbon. You'll receive it after you've spotted an enemy for the first time, or a ship that has been successfully concealed for more than 90 seconds. Spot them all. And there are several more convenient tweaks. The course of the enemy ships locked in the reticle is now displayed on the minimap. Take your and your enemy's vectors into account to increase firing efficiency. My name is Dasha Perova. Click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. There are more and more interesting videos each day. Action stations.
Кстати, подробнее подробнее, девчонки и мальчишки. Вас ждут новые, тяжелые, не новые. Ну, ребята, ну что вы? Он засветился. Какие-то особые боевые задачи. Мне кажется, уже достаточно.
Howdy, Captains. In Update 0.7.6, we continue the American cycle, a new branch of U.S. light cruisers, the Arsenal, the first nighttime operation, a clan season, and other changes await you in the new update. We completed our overhaul of the U.S. cruiser branch. Let me introduce 4 beautiful ships: Dallas, Helena, Seattle, and Worcester. Their arsenal comprises defensive AA fire and hydroacoustics in different slots and rapid-firing 152mm guns. Surveillance radar is added to the list at Tier 8 and repair party at Tiers 9 and 10. Heat up high-tier battles. Worcester awaits you at the top of the branch. Yes, the ship's name is pronounced Worcester. Take command and show what these 12 guns are capable of. Support your allies, cover them from airstrikes, or hunt down destroyers. Try out all of this light cruiser's capabilities. But don't forget about her weak armor. Stay mobile. The first nighttime operation is here. Cherry Blossom. You'll need to stay vigilant and use teamwork in a battle against darkness and enemy illumination bombs. The primary task is to defend the landings and proceed with attacking enemy positions. Are you ready to accept the challenge, win, and see the sunrise? After you complete the new operation, step up to fight for fame and precious rewards in the 3rd Clan Wars season, Sleeping Giant. The rules remain the same. 7 players, 6 maps, 5 leagues, 1 battleship, and no aircraft carriers. You don't want to risk your rank, but you still want to try out new tactics? Choose a team from your clan, Alpha or Bravo. Each of them has its own ranking, but only the highest ranking is counted for the clan. If you're interested in the results from other servers, you can now find worldwide rankings and statistics in the clans section. Welcome to the Arsenal. Here, you can receive useful in-game items and even ships in exchange for the new resources, coal and steel. You can get coal from daily containers and obtain it for completing combat missions. You'll earn steel in the new Clan Wars season. You can get desired items faster in the special coupons section, where you will find various discounts. However, if you're aiming for the legendary Stalingrad, don't rush to spend your hard-earned steel. This heavy cruiser that has been recreated from Project 82 blueprints will reach the Arsenal in Update 0.7.8. In Update 0.7.6, we changed the parameters of several ships. For example, the smoke screens of Pan-Asian researchable destroyers now have a slightly longer cooldown. The combination of deep-water torpedoes and prolonged smoke turned out to be too effective. Japanese cruiser Zhao and U.S. destroyer Gearing can now choose torpedo tubes. Soviet destroyer Grozovoy received Repair Party, which will increase her combat efficiency if combined with other features. Read the full list of changes on our website. If you want to renovate your Tier 10 ship to try out a new gameplay style, complete a special chain of tasks, obtain unique upgrades, and test them in battles. Keep on upgrading. And that's all for today. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates, Captains.
Происходит какая-то штука, я ухожу туда. Это 4 красавцев уплыла в камеру. Или это? Она затягивает меня. Цветок сакуры. Чё тебе не нравится? Чё тебе там не нравится? Я старался, ты не почувствовал мой огонек. Целых 25 минут сейчас будем записывать. Или все же это?
Greetings, fellow captains. The end of the American cycle in Update 0.7.7 awaits you with the Go Navy competition, revamped operations, and new daily containers. Let's go.
The Go Navy event is about to start. Are you ready to test your skills? To become the best of the best and help your team win? Then choose a side and join the battle. Sharks are a symbol of peril. If you're brave, self-confident, and determined, you're welcome there. Eagles are the embodiment of power and wisdom, speed and shrewdness. This team is for you if you're ready to fight for freedom and justice. Join and fight shoulder to shoulder with me. Now let's talk about the rules. Each new day is a new stage of the competition. Score points on ships of Tier 5 and higher. Help your team reach the top of the podium. And earn containers for yourself. Players on the team that scores the most points each day will receive a special Sharks or Eagles container, where you can find not only signals and camouflages, but also coal. The more points you personally score, the more containers you will receive at the end of the day. You can earn points by winning in clan battles, receiving stars in scenarios, destroying ships, and completing special missions in random and co-op battles. A special mission is assigned the moment you join a battle. Its conditions depend on the ship type you've chosen and can be completed only in the current battle. So you won't see missions for inflicting flooding when playing on battleships. A new tab, Go Navy, will appear in the arsenal, and you'll have the opportunity to earn 2 new temporary resources, Eagles and Sharks tokens. You can get them by proving your loyalty. Stay in your team, contribute to its success, and your team loyalty will grow. With the help of tokens, you'll be able to replenish your stock of containers and camouflages, receive a commemorative flag and a patch, and also decorate Worcester, Des Moines, and Salem with a new permanent camouflage. But keep in mind, with the release of the next update, all tokens will turn into credits. You can find more details about Go Navy in a special article on our website. But that's not all. Are you ready to help an aircraft carrier? Or would you prefer to capture an enemy base? In version 0.7.7, we updated the Narai and Saving Carrier Raptor operations. Rise to the challenge and complete these operations with 5 stars. Also, we prepared special missions to make your participation in the updated operations even more interesting. By the way, have you already spent all your discount coupons in the arsenal? In Update 0.7.7, you will get new coupons for the upgrades, signals, and camouflages categories to replace your spent ones. Do you need more coal for the arsenal? Then the new More Resources option in the Daily Containers menu is for you. Select it, get a new container, and replenish your stock of coal. Since you can now purchase special upgrades in the arsenal, we removed them from super containers. That's all for now. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.
Канавы. Чё? Оп! Мне не понравилось. Что?
Давай переклеим, пожалуйста.
Давай. Это все!
Greetings, Captains. World of Warships will celebrate its 3rd birthday on September 17. We'll be preparing for the celebration starting with Update 0.7.8, a celebratory collection, surprises in the arsenal, 2 new Japanese destroyers, the 10th season of ranked battles, and much more await you. But let's start from the beginning. In Update 0.7.8, the celebratory St. Petersburg port will greet you. It's where the game developers' local shipyards are located, and we invite players to admire the beautiful sights of our city. The second celebratory tradition is the release of a new collection dedicated to our birthday. This time, we offer you the chance to collect an unusual photo album, which will remind you of the interesting events from the past gaming year. You'll find my photographs there as well. You need to search for items of the new collection in special celebratory containers, which you'll receive as rewards for simple combat missions. In addition, the containers will drop tokens for the celebration section of the arsenal, as well as special signals, including 3 new ones: Basilisk, Scylla, and Leviathan, which will boost your credit and experience yield. By the way, make sure you drop by the arsenal, as now I, Dasha Perova, am a captain in World of Warships, and I can take command of your ship. Together, we'll defeat them all. You can also find your old friends, space captains from the space battles, in the new arsenal category. They will complement your Tier 10 space camouflages nicely. Moreover, you can refill your stock with special signals, camouflages, and special patches in exchange for the birthday tokens. But that's not all. Follow the news and we'll tell you about other surprises when we get closer to our birthday on September 17th. Celebration is good, but new ships are better. In Update 0.7.8, 2 Japanese ships arrive in our game: Kitakaze and Harugumo. The 2 fearless destroyers conclude the alternative branch and follow Akizuki. Their primary armament is rapid-firing guns with improved armor penetration and a 3-second reload time. A pleasant addition to the main battery is a 6-tube torpedo launcher and the torpedo reload booster consumable. At the top of the branch is the fearsome Harugumo. 5 turrets with coaxial guns and more than 25,000 HP make it a very dangerous enemy for ships of the same type. The ability to release 12 torpedoes in 5 seconds using the torpedo reload booster consumable will slow down your adversary's battleships and cruisers. My advice is to think twice before starting a fight with this Japanese warrior. The new update will change the French researchable cruisers from Tier 6 through Tier 10. The brave musketeers received the new main battery reload booster consumable. It will surely give the gameplay a fresh coat of paint, but be careful and choose the right time to use it. You've been successful in clan battles, and now you have a decent stock of steel, don't you? A worthy reward awaits you. The legendary Stalingrad arrives in the arsenal. It's a formidable enemy and reliable ally with 305mm guns and a great number of health points. Are you ready to tame the power of the Soviet Tier 10 cruiser? The 10th ranked season starts in Update 0.7.8. Fight for the right to be called a Sea Wolf. The format remains the same, 7 versus 7. You will fight on Tier 8 ships up to rank 15, and then on Tier 10 ships. If you reach the Sea Wolves League, you'll switch to Tier 5 ships. The opportunity to earn steel will surely become a pleasant change in the new season. Use steel to obtain unique ships for your port, or refill your stock of signals, containers, and camouflages by exchanging steel for coal. Onward! It's time to battle and win! The changes in Update 0.7.8 will affect the interface as well. You'll find 3 categories: special, historical, and custom ships, instead of a long list in the additional content display system. Here you can set their display to your taste. In Update 0.7.8, the game will become nicer and more convenient for those who play on large displays. We'll add an option to scale the interface elements depending on your screen size to the settings menu. That's all for today. My name is Dasha Perova. Subscribe to our channel, follow the updates, and I'll see you next time, Captains.
Командир. там есть и мои фотографии. Нет, это я вообще не буду делать. Хочется просто как-то сделать, да. Там есть и мои фотографии. Используйте ее, чтобы поставить в порт уникальные корабли или пополнить запасы сигналов. Время сражаться и побеждать. Там есть и мои фотографии. Покатушки! У-ху! А давай я тебя покатаю на корыте. Готовы ли вы обуздать мощь советского крейсера 10 уровня? Вот я не очень готова. Пойду прогуляюсь.
Greetings, Captains. The new arms race mode, Operation Dynamo, the Royal Navy event, a reworked clan base, and many other changes await you in the new update. The British cycle is starting in World of Warships following the release of Update 0.7.9. You will be met by the Port of London, immersed in the autumn fog. Its atmosphere will inspire you to participate in the new Royal Navy event. The event comprises 12 stages that will last for 3 months. Every 7 days, you'll get access to a new stage that will offer you 4 directives with their missions. Complete all the stage directives and fight to be the best in the Hall of Fame. For participating in the Royal Navy event, you'll receive signals, camouflages, special containers, and guineas, but we'll talk about them later. In addition to signals and camouflages, containers drop sovereigns. Using them in the arsenal will allow you to both replenish your in-game stocks and increase your squadron by 2 premium ships, Battleship Warspite and Destroyer Gallant. Moreover, if you already own these ships, you'll receive compensation in doubloons. Containers can also drop combat missions that, upon completion, will grant you early access to the British destroyers from Tier 5 through Tier 8, Acosta, Icarus, Jervis, and Lightning. Open containers, complete missions, and become one of the first players to try out the Brits in battle. Now let's talk about guineas. It's a temporary arsenal resource that will grant you a great discount on premium destroyer Cossack. You can earn up to 48 out of the 50 required guineas if you participate in the Royal Navy event for 3 months. If you're short on guineas, you can purchase them in the shop. The discount will be significant. You'll be able to get the Tier 8 premium ship almost for free. Operation Dynamo is returning to the game in Update 0.7.9. It is based on the 1940 operation of the same name to save British and French soldiers from the city of Dunkirk. You will have to evacuate troops and enter the safe zone with minimal losses. Allied destroyers from Tier 6 through Tier 7 and the British Cossack can be used in the operation. Regardless of whether you have participated in the operation before, you can earn the rewards for its completion again. By the way, the rewards have changed, and you will now also receive coal for the arsenal. Become a part of this legendary historical event. Outside of the British events, you're welcome to try out the new mode, Arms Race. The rules are almost the same as in random battles, 24 players and standard victory conditions. But there is one special condition. From time to time, special zones will appear on the map that, when activated, will give you combat bonuses. The bonuses can be divided into 3 groups. The first bonuses increase concealment, the second ones restore HP, and the third ones reduce main battery and torpedo launcher reload times. Most importantly, the bonuses are active until the end of battle, and they can be improved. You can find the details on our website. 2 maps have been changed significantly, North and Islands of Ice. Their scenery has been reworked. The maps are more balanced now, and ships fighting on the flanks can easily return to the epicenter of battle. The changes in Update 0.7.9 will also affect the clan base. The number of buildings and their bonuses were increased. Coal and steel ports, the Design Bureau, and the Academy have been added. Remind your clan leader that it's time to erect a few buildings and receive more bonuses. In this update, we're improving the ship detection technology. Now the time delay, which was so annoying in battle, has been removed, and ships will appear in view and on the minimap at the same time. It'll make the game more enjoyable and pleasant to play. This update is large and rich in new content. You can find detailed information about the update in the full list of changes and articles on our website. Well, that's all. My name is Dasha Perova. See you!
Оу! Оу! Событие Роял Нова. Оу!
Greetings, Captains! In Update 0.7.10, we continue the Royal Navy event, honor British destroyers, master submarines in a Halloween operation, and welcome a new unique commander, Alexander Ovechkin. Let's go! The Royal Navy event is in full swing. Your mission is to complete directives and compete for a place in the Hall of Fame. The majority of tasks can be accomplished not only in familiar game modes, but also in the Halloween operations. Her Majesty's battleships and cruisers have sailed the seas of World of Warships for quite some time, but now the Royal Navy gets the addition of a branch of destroyers. Feel the British character in accurate torpedo attacks thanks to the tube-by-tube launch system. Smoke screens can be set up often, but dissipate quickly, so I wouldn't recommend staying in one place for too long. If you find yourself in trouble, you can rely on excellent circulation speed and hydroacoustic search. Jutland and Daring, residing at the top of the branch, are additionally equipped with Repair Party. I'm sure it will save you from the most desperate of situations many times over. Captains, to the rescue! The forces of darkness have awakened once more. You're our only hope. For starters, take part in the first battle between light and darkness in the Saving Transylvania operation. Relive the heroic feats of last year by completing the Sunray in the Darkness operation in hard mode. This will prepare you for a new chapter of this story, Terror of the Deep. For the first time in World of Warships, you will assume command of submarines. Master a new dimension, depth. This won't be easy. You'll need to watch your oxygen level, use different types of torpedoes, and maneuver between the explosions of depth charges. But the main challenge will be the fight against your sworn enemy, Battleship Rasputin. Fighting against the forces of darkness will unlock new submarines for you. In total, there are 5 of them, each being completely unique. The Terror of the Deep operation is available in 2 modes. First, you can get your bearings in the standard one. It will become available 2 weeks after the update's release. You will have a chance to put your skills to the true test in hard mode. If you want, you can save a fraction of Halloween's spirit in your port, even once the darkness has been defeated. Receive permanent Halloween camouflages, including new ones, from holiday containers. By the way, my favorite is Octopus for Cruiser Mogami. Apart from these fascinating events, a new battle format is coming to the game, Ranked Sprint. Update 0.7.10 will bring 2 dynamic seasons at once. They will be shorter than the usual ones, and you will have a chance to test your strength on Tier 5 ships, both solo and as a part of a division. Full speed ahead to Rank 1. Update 0.7.10 will make all ice hockey enthusiasts burst with joy. The list of unique commanders now includes Alexander Ovechkin, and in 4 different variants: Soviet, American, Hockey, and Halloween. The last 2 are special. You can assign them to ships of 2 nations, the USSR and the USA. They all come with a unique voiceover as well. Additionally, we have prepared a biographic collection dedicated to the history of this famous hockey player, and a unique camouflage for Lexington with a special animation. By your numerous requests, in Update 0.7.10, we introduce a soft limit to the number of destroyers in random battles, of 4 ships of this type per team. It is activated if a battle is assembled under 3 minutes from the first player in the queue. Another piece of great news is the introduction of the Daily Shipments section. From October 31st, all captains who have reached level 9 of the service record will have access to Halloween Daily Shipments. There you will find holiday containers, coal, doubloons, credits, and brilliant camouflages. Just enter the game as often as you can to claim your rewards. That's all for today. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel. Follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.
Это что было?
Greetings, fellow captains. Update 0.7.11 brings you a British collection, the 4th clan battle season, and a new battle type, Twilight Battle. The Royal Navy event is almost over, with only 3 stages left. Fight bravely, complete the missions of these stages, and receive special British containers as a reward. They hold camouflages, signals, and items from the new Royal Navy Destroyers collection. The collection is split into 4 themed parts dedicated to the armaments, emblems, battles, and operations of the Royal Navy. The 4th part, the most beautiful of them, comprises camouflage patterns. Gathering the items of the themed pages will allow you to hoist 2 flags over British and Commonwealth ships. Halloween continues. You fought to protect Intania, but now I invite you to helm ships from the Twilight Fleet. Which one is more to your liking? Agile Razorworm or accurate Leviathan? Or maybe you're fascinated by the animated camouflage of Octopus. Perhaps you'd like to tame the legendary battleship Rasputin. Enter the new battle type, Twilight Battle, and choose your favorite fighter. The rules are simple. Sink all of your opponents to win. Each ship from the Twilight Fleet has its own unique consumable. Have you ever dreamt of firing at your allies and being praised for it? Enable the anti-inversion charge of Destroyer Steel Rat and fire at your teammates. With this activated, you'll restore the hit points of both your ship and theirs. Have you ever craved immortality and invulnerability? You've got it. The energy shield of Battleship Varg protects it against any damage. Furthermore, Destroyer Ghoul can't be sunk while its engine boost is active. And the cherished dream of many players, Destroyer Razorworm that can instantly turn around by dropping its anchor. Are you wondering how to keep track of this variety during a battle? Special color highlights for ships and a dedicated article on our website will help you figure it all out. Another special feature of this battle type is the filth that continuously captures new areas. Those fighters who are careless enough to stay inside it will be gradually devoured by it, so keep an eye out and maneuver with care. Surprise your opponents, although I think your allies will get a bit of a shock as well. The 4th clan season is titled North. The main rules remained unchanged, but the set of maps has been modified. Now there are 7 maps, with 3 of them never before used for clan battles. A newcomer has arrived to the arsenal. It's an extremely dangerous battleship equipped with 12 primary guns, the main battery reload booster consumable, powerful secondary and AA armaments, and engine boost that propels her to a speed of over 37 knots. Any ideas? It's the French battleship Bourgogne. With the release of the new update, you'll be able to purchase this beauty in exchange for steel. Let's talk about game mechanics a little. In Update 0.7.11, high-caliber armor-piercing shells will inflict no more than 10% of their maximum damage to all destroyers, except for Harugumo and Habarovsk. This solution will decrease the number of unpleasant situations when a destroyer, hit a couple of times from a long range, loses the best part of its hit points. Now, captains of ships with a gun caliber of 280 millimeters and higher will have to pick shell types more carefully. However, it doesn't mean that destroyers will be able to approach enemies without risk. An accurate salvo with a plenty of hits will still inflict significant damage. In Update 0.7.11, the thunderstorm front, familiar from Operation Hermes, can occur on 3 maps in random battles. Ships that find themselves in it have a reduced spotting range, detectability, and a shorter period of increased detectability after firing their main guns. Use bad weather to expand your tactical possibilities and catch your opponents off guard. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel, follow the updates, and until next time, Captains.
Кто придется вам больше по нраву? Шустрый Разорворм или точный Левиафан? Разорворм. Рейзорворм. Рейзорворм. Шустрый Рейзорворм. Или же вы соблазнитесь аниме. Шустрый Рейзорворм. Шустрый Рейзорворм. Жесть, конечно, это просто жесть. Шустрый Рейзорворм. Шустрый Рейзорворм. Ну вот и записали. Прекрасно. Рейзорворм. Рейзорворм.
А можно водички запить?
Да, конечно. Встречайте пополнение в арсенале. Это крайне опасно.
What's wrong? Let's spray him with some water.
Антон! Антон!
Greetings, fellow captains. It's time for the first update of the new year, and with it comes the drastically changed aircraft carrier gameplay, a new ranked battle season, an event dedicated to the Lunar New Year, and the naval battle competition for clans. All hands on the flight deck. Direct control over squadrons will make you feel like a true ace of the skies, but it will also require a great deal of concentration and lightning-fast reactions. 3 types of strike aircraft are at your disposal, ready to become efficient weapons for every situation. Fast attack planes armed with accurate missiles that are capable of setting your targets on fire. Join the dive bombers and torpedo bombers that are already familiar to you. In order to get within striking distance of your adversaries, you'll need to break through their anti-aircraft defenses. Be prepared to dodge shells fired by AA artillery and fly as quickly as possible through dangerous areas. Be aware that the explosions of high-calibered AA shells occurring in the vicinity of your squadrons are more than just a beautiful addition to the game. They are an enormous threat to your aircraft. I recommend active maneuvering to avoid them. The updated AA defenses pose a serious danger, but the most significant threat to strike aircraft comes in the form of fighter planes. They now operate as a consumable. Call them in whenever you need to protect your ship or intercept enemy fighters. Once enemy planes see them in the air, they will surely shift their focus onto another target. The tech tree for aircraft carriers has also seen some drastic changes, and you will find them at even tiers only, starting with the 4th.
If the updated gameplay is not to your liking, or you decide to research a branch from the very beginning, you'll be able to exchange your carriers for credits and free XP in the inventory to help you better adapt to such large-scale changes. You'll get a 100% discount for retraining any and all of your commanders, redistributing their skill points, and unmounting upgrades. The new aircraft carriers will surely give you plenty of fresh, exciting episodes in the game. You can learn all about their specifics and peculiarities by reading various dedicated articles on our website. They will tell you about the available upgrades, commander skills, and the distinction between planes of different nations and their consumables. Yes, you heard it correctly. Aircraft now have their own consumables, including fighter planes. With the topic of aircraft carriers cleared up, let's switch our focus to another area of the game, the 11th season of Ranked Battles. It promises a new wave of dynamic engagements in a wide variety of forms. This is because it will be held according to the rules of the new Arms Race game mode, in which you can gain advantages by capturing key buff areas. The mode has been further improved, and now new buffs, tactics, and interesting battles await you. Fight with Tier 9 ships in teams of 6 players and earn well-deserved rewards, including valuable resources such as steel. Although the year 2019 is already here, we can plunge into the festive atmosphere once again from a different cultural perspective and celebrate the Lunar New Year in the reworked Dragon Port. New gift containers can bring you premium Pan-Asiatic ships, in addition to themed camouflages, doubloons, experience, and Warships premium account time. You can obtain containers and other rewards in a new event called Fly, Strike, Win, comprising 4 stages and, of course, the Hall of Fame. Each stage lasts for 1 week, so don't miss the opportunity to earn its rewards. In Update 0.8.0, clans will be able to fight once more for a crucial resource, oil, in the Naval Battle Competition, a revamped version of the familiar Supply Lines event. Each week, from Monday to Thursday, prepare for battle by completing a common task for your clan. Those clans that successfully accomplish it will compete against each other at the end of the week. Finally, a few words about balance. Now the Concealment Expert skill works the same way for all ship type. Formidable Hood, Dunkirk, Eagle, and some other ships will receive a nice buff that will be very pleasing for those using them due to the increased combat power. All the relevant details on this can be found in an article on our website. I'm Dasha. Subscribe to our channel and follow the updates. Until next time, Captains.
И до новых встреч, командиры.
Приветствую, командир.
Главное, вход помягче.
Стоп. Даша, ну помнишь, да? Вход? Пельмени.
Подписывайтесь на мой инстаграм, на инстаграм Дениса, Жени, Маши и Лёши. До новых встреч, командир. Сейчас, извините.
All aboard, Commanders! In Update 0.8.1, you'll find new directives for the Fly, Strike, Win event, early access to British aircraft carriers, improved game mechanics, and many other features. The snowy embankments of London and a winter fair will meet you in the port, a fitting welcome as the main guests of this update are the British aircraft carriers. What could be better than getting acquainted with new ships? The ability to do it early, of course. Please welcome the magnificent ships of His Highness. Hermes, Furious, and Implacable at tiers 4, 6, and 8 respectively. British planes have a specific trait, high combat capability reserves, allowing them to keep calm under anti-aircraft fire and carry on bombing the enemy. Instead of diving, Royal Navy bombers shower their opponents with a hail of small, high-explosive bombs, which can inflict an impressive amount of damage when dropped during a successful target run. Royal Navy torpedo bombers can easily dodge the explosions of anti-aircraft shells thanks to their good maneuverability. They carry sluggish torpedoes with a short active range, but each successful hit will fill the enemy with appropriate trepidation and respect towards the crown. British attack aircraft are armed with a large number of rockets and are perfectly suited to attacking lightly armored ships from the direction of their bow or stern. The combat efficiency of these aircraft is complemented by their splendid exteriors. The British certainly know a thing or two about style. So how can you obtain these wonderful ships? Simply fight in battles and complete the missions and directives of the Fly, Strike, Win event. By doing so, you'll earn 2 types of temporary resources, crowns and florins, which you can exchange for bundles containing British aircraft carriers in the arsenal. They come with a nice addition of camouflages, signals, credits, and Days of Warships premium account. To further immerse yourself in the atmosphere of British naval aviation, we recommend gathering the elements of a new themed collection. These can be obtained from air supply containers, as well as from the usual daily containers. Those of you who complete the collection will be rewarded with a permanent camouflage for the British aircraft carrier Implacable. To access your rewards more quickly, you can now open all of the containers that you have accumulated with a single click of a button. Don't forget to enter the game regularly to collect useful rewards, including the new air supply containers from the recently added Daily Shipments section. The new branch of ships is not the only novelty to be delivered as part of this update. Some of the game mechanics have also been upgraded. Ships detected by the surveillance radar consumable will now be given an opportunity to react before their enemies rain shells down upon them. A short delay in the enemy team's spotting time allows for an evasive maneuver or changing speed. However, nothing has changed for the ship using the radar. It will see spotted opponents immediately and can open fire on them at once. To make team play more comfortable, the use of surveillance radar and hydroacoustic search will now be accompanied by a chat message, as well as additional visible animation for the radar. Watch the actions of your allies closely, and you'll be able to surprise the enemy with the carefully coordinated application of your consumables. The display of information regarding how exactly your ship was detected has also been improved. Now, various icons will provide you with this information, allowing you to make optimal tactical decisions. In the past, what did you do when your ship was flooding? You used the damage control party consumable immediately, of course. And if it was on cooldown, I guess you tried desperately to make the best use of your last seconds in that battle. Now, a single instance of flooding deals less damage and isn't that dangerous if damage control party isn't available. However, keep in mind that you can now be afflicted with 2 instances of flooding simultaneously, one at each of the fore and aft ends of your ship. In cases of flooding at both ends of your ship, the resulting damage will be considerable, but still less than the level of damage dealt according to the old mechanics. This change will help you use your ship's consumables and combat capability more effectively. Many improvements have been made to the audio component of our game, with updated sounds for weather, shells, and aerial explosions, as well as the voice chat and many other things. We hope that these enhancements will help facilitate deeper immersion in the game environment. You can find further information regarding all of the changes delivered in this update in various articles on our website. That's all for today. My name is Dasha. Subscribe to our channel, follow our updates, and until next time, Captains. Please welcome Update 0.8.2, bringing Space Battles, the British aircraft carrier branch, an updated arsenal with new premium ships, and the 5th season of clan battles. April Fool's Day is drawing near, which means that our spaceships are already being prepared for combat. Very soon, you'll be able to test your strength against other players in the big intergalactic games.
You can expect 4 new modes on 4 new planets, with 12 spaceships, the new Ironium temporary resource, Star Commanders, and many other fun features set to deliver joy to the celebrations of the Iokas planet lineup. The final stage of the Fly, Strike, Win event begins in Update 0.8.2, featuring 4 directives with 10 missions in each. Completing them will reward you with a variety of in-game items, including permanent space camouflages for Tier 6 to 9, researchable heavy cruisers of the US and France, and the new naval aviation containers. These also provide you with the chance to obtain one of the premium aircraft carriers. In Update 0.8.2, British aircraft carriers take their place in the tech tree, with HMS Audacious crowning the branch at Tier 10. Her aircraft have the largest HP pool in our game, while her attack planes and bombers carry a large number of rockets and bombs. Additionally, the torpedo spread cone of its torpedo bombers converges to a degree that allows you to attack the enemy not only from their sides, but also from the bow or aft. This update sees the introduction of several important changes related to aviation. Firstly, in order to reduce the excessive influence that aircraft carriers had in detecting destroyers, the effects of the radiolocation skill are no longer applied to aircraft. If you have a commander specializing in carriers who has already learned this skill, it will be reset with the release of the update. Secondly, the continuous damage to an air group flying through the action areas of AA defenses of several ships simultaneously will now be lower than the total sum of their combined power, but still higher than the damage from only one of them. This change allows squadrons to carry out attacks on groups of several ships, while maintaining the importance of cooperation between ships in order to repel hostile air raids. Attention captains, we have an important announcement. After the release of Update 0.8.2, all crowns that you have earned by that point will be exchanged for florins at the rate of 1 to 8. You can spend florins on credits, signals, Warships premium account time, and expendable Union Jack camouflages. A new season of clan battles begins in Update 0.8.2. Land of Fire. Team rosters should include 7 Tier 10 ships, not more than 1 battleship, and aircraft carriers are disallowed. The total sum of the potential rewards remains almost the same. 11,000 steel is waiting for you. The main changes of the new season are focused around the improved matchmaking and map selection algorithm, but the most important thing comes in the form of the cross-server battles. The update brings considerable changes to the port, and the functionality of the arsenal has been significantly improved, with it getting an expanded range of available items and a new name, Armory. 50 bundles with premium ships, available in exchange for doubloons, already await you in the Armory. All ships come with a port slot and commander with 3 skill points. Starting from Update 0.8.2, new permanent camouflages, available for copper or molybdenum, and providing excellent bonuses, will be regularly added to Armory. The required resources to acquire these will alternate with every update. Destroyer Black will be the first to receive her new Marlin camouflage. For those of you who like spectacular exteriors, we have introduced the new Stream Dream camouflage, which you can obtain during official World of Warships streams. Our work on the port interface continues. The banners in the left part of the screen have been changed, and a service record banner showing your progress and the nearest new possibilities in the game has been added. Don't forget that if you enter the game regularly from April 12th to April 26th, you can receive following rewards from daily shipments: credits, the Sci-Fi Space Camo Camouflage, Warships Premium Account Time, doubloons, and Naval Aviation Containers. There are 10 rewards, and the shipment will be active for 14 days. Thus, you can skip 4 days out of 2 weeks and still be able to get all of the rewards. Visit our website for detailed information about all of the new features, and subscribe to our channel to stay notified about our next meeting. See you soon.
Хорошо. Блин, приятно как так писать.